Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that everyone in attendance rise as we honor our veterans with the playing of the national anthem.
TNA, we are wrestling. The time has come.
I'll come up with my own partner for Genesis, and I'll make sure that he's more than qualified.
A change is imminent.
Kaz moves on to the semifinals of the fight for the right.
You are now on your own in a brand new world.
Gail Kim becomes the first TNA Knockout Champion.
No one to hold your hand.
Why are we going to destroy the X Division? Because we can.
To guide you towards the light.
He's all I got.
It's the closest I'm ever gonna get to a game, right here.
Or lure you into the dark.
What's behind Robert Roode helping Christian Cage?
Who will protect you from the monsters under your bed?
Abyss with Genesis, the shop of horrors. Your worst nightmare is about to be unleashed.
Or the skeletons in your closet?
Kurt, this is somebody that you worked with. Let's just say that you rub him the wrong way.
When the time comes to make your decision, am I good or am I evil?
If they can't get along here, how are they going to partner together in Genesis?
The rivalry has become an absolute war.
This is the hand of vengeance. This is the hand that is going to slap the taste out of your mouth.
I'm going to start this fight. And at Genesis, my boy Tomko is going to end it.
Kaz versus Christian Cage in a ladder match. Who in the hell and stage partner?
I guess we'll find out on Sunday, Kurt, because it'll be showtime.
The choice is yours. And now, TNA Wrestling presents Genesis.
Tonight, the mystery is finally solved. Sting's hand-picked partner is revealed. It's the tag for the title. The TNA World Heavyweight Championship goes to the winner.
World champion Kurt Angle teams with Kevin Nash against Sting and his mystery partner. But in reality, it's everyone for himself. Because whoever gets the pin or makes his opponent submit becomes world champion tonight on Genesis.
And ladies and gentlemen, just minutes ago, this black stretch limo arrived here in Orlando, Florida. We can only assume that behind the tinted glass, the answer to all the questions we've had, it has to be Sting's mystery partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA's Genesis, a Black Rain Shop of Horrors match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the deepest, darkest corner of his mind, he is Black Rain!
And welcome everybody to Genesis exclusively on on pay-per-view. We open tonight with the Black Rain Shop of Horrors no disqualification match. There you see Black Rain, the alter ego of one Dustin Rhodes. And yes, he's got Misty, the Arctic Fox, Misty the Rat, in his hands.
Well, you can see up there on the ramp, he went over to that black box, had a door on it, as you see him walking down the ramp with Misty. And one thing we can expect, Mike, and that's to expect the unexpected, and expect it to be brutal and vicious. And you can see the mouth traps and the device, and I mean, it's going to be brutal.
The workshop of Black Rain, Don, has been set up here inside the Impact Zone here at Genesis for this one-on-one matchup. Let's take you back in recent weeks on Impact. Black Rain, yes, used the Rat Misty in his attacks on the Monster Abyss. There you see him putting the Rat in a bag over Abyss's head. And if that wasn't bad enough, he even put Misty, he ran it over Abyss's face when they fought back in the workshop.
You can see Black Rain, of course, the alter ego of Dustin Rhodes. He's ready to go.
And his opponent stands 16 inches tall. He weighs 350 pounds. He is the Monster Abyss.
What we have seen over the course of the past several weeks, the brawls, the attacks between Black Rain and the Monster Abyss, it has just taken this level of violence, Don, beyond words. The things that they have done in the workshop, and now we see that this matchup has started right out here in the Impact Zone as Black Rain jump-started this match, attacking the Monster Abyss on the entrance ramp.
Well, it's a good game plan by Black Rain as he cuts Abyss off before he gets down the ramp and then slammed him in the steel ring post and then leaps on him, but Abyss able to get his composure and sends him flying on the ramp.
Took him up into the air and drove him right down onto the concrete. Black Rain thought he was going to get that upper hand, take it to the Monster Abyss, get the early edge, but Abyss was certainly prepared and ready for him, and there you finally hear the opening bell, and as Abyss comes in, look at this on the receiving end of those shots from Black Rain.
Well, one thing we know, it's no disqualification, and oh, nice move by Black Rain, dropping to the knees, throwing Abyss off, and then cracking him, but what a boot by the Monster Abyss. But Mike, no disqualification, and we know that anything that's not nailed down is probably going to get used.
We saw that black stretch limo, Don, arrived here in Orlando, Florida. That has to be Sting's mystery partner, and that could be revealed at any minute tonight at Genesis as Black Rain crashes out to the concrete again.
Well, the anticipation is just through the roof, and I know I can't even begin to tell you how many times you've been asked about it. It is going to be revealed tonight, and Kurt Angle's going to finally get his answer. Oh, what a shot to the head!
He just broke that plasterboard. Wow. Right over the head, cracked it over the head of Black Rain. What a knockout blow delivered by the Monster Abyss here in the early going of this Black Rain Shop of Horrors match. The match that was invented by Black Rain as Abyss takes him and tosses him over the safety rail and into the crowd.
Well, it's no secret that Abyss attracts these dark, twisted, psychotic kind of matches, and you can see, oh, nice, knee to the gut, and yes, throws Black Rain right into the wall as he was ready for it. He countered it and sent him flying.
Black Rain goes crashing right into the wall. The Monster Abyss measures him, waits for him to get back up to his feet, and as soon as he does, Abyss is ready and tosses him back over the safety rail. This is a no disqualification, anything goes match. And Don, when you take into account everything that we see out here, you talked about those rat traps. You can see the weapons in the trash can, the vice that's out here at ringside. And now it looks like that trash can is going to come into play.
Well, you see chains, you see bats, you see crutches. I mean, you see signs. I mean, it is just, like I said, if it's not nailed down, it's going to be used. And you think of the level of violence that can be brought on, and when you think about the twisted minds of both these guys, as Black Rain just crushes Abyss.
Abyss obviously has a strategy here. He's got a game plan. You see what he's done with those trash cans. He's got the two cans positioned on the entrance ramp. But when he did that, wait a minute, what is he doing?
He's got that key. He's wearing the key around his neck, and he's trying to open that door. That door that we saw when he came down here, but Abyss cuts him off.
One can only assume, Don, that that is the same key that we saw recently on Impact. Abyss had that key, tossed it back at Black Rain. Black Rain said, you made a mistake by giving me the key back. And I think Abyss made another mistake by setting up those trash cans as he just crashed back first after the Black Rain suplex on the ramp.
Well, I think Abyss, when he realized that Black Rain had that key out, I think maybe something was going through his mind as he went and stopped Black Rain from doing it. But like you said, Black Rain able to use it, and all the things that Abyss set up on the ramp all came back to haunt him.
Back towards the six-sided ring as Black Rain sends the monster inside. The alter ego of Dustin Rhodes from the middle rope. What clothesline. Just dropped Abyss. Not often that we see 6'8", 350 pounds go down like that.
Well, you've got to use the momentum. You've got to get the force, and you can see him. Now, what's he doing there? He's
biting him.
Biting on him and throttling him. But, you know, to knock a guy that size down like that, you've got to use the ropes to your advantage and get that extra torque. And you can see now he's going back up again.
To the well one more time. High risk, top rope. Abyss turns right around. He was prepared for Black Rain that time. Got him throttled, choke slam attempt, blocked with a series of elbows.
Well, the old saying, what, fool me once, shame on me. And you can see right there as he catches him with that clothesline and just nails him.
Dropped him with that clothesline. Both men in this six-sided ring in this Black Rain Shop of Horrors match as we see Black Rain come from out. Oh, look at that. Impactful move delivered to the Monster Abyss. Follow cover, 2 count only.
Man, it looked like he busted the jaw of Abyss right there as he brought him right down on his head. And now you see Black Rain, he's feeling it. He's getting that momentum. The confidence is just growing with every second as he reaches and grabs the first thing he can find, and that's a steel chair, and he's got it in the ring, and now he's setting it up in the corner.
We had anticipated that these weapons would certainly come into play in this no disqualification match, and that's exactly what we see. The steel chair wedged between that top and middle rope. As Abyss turns around, Black Rain meets him, pair of right hands right to the jaw. Watch the reversal. Black Rain puts on the brakes, went for the float over, and Abyss put it right through the upright.
Oh, he just slammed his head straight through on the chair. I mean, Abyss with the boot right into the groin and then just grabs him and sends him flying head first. And look at Black Rain knocked out in the ring, and now what's Abyss going for?
Looking underneath the ring, the Monster Abyss comes out with the baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
You know, you look at all these things that we see lying around, we don't even realize that the barbed wire bat he had placed there to use, and now Black Rain, the first thing he's going to see, if he even sees it at all, is barbed wire coming at him.
Oh man, what a shot to the gut. Doubled him over at first, and then dropped Black Rain. Monster Abyss just challenging Black Rain to get back up to his feet because he's got that baseball bat. He's got the barbed wire bat for another shot, and smartly, wisely, Black Rain rolls out of the ring.
Well, you can only take so many of those, and I mean, he had to get out of the ring because the barbed wire bat's a momentum changer, and you can see now Black Rain, I think, trying to get the cobwebs out of his mind as he's walking up, and Abyss just going right after him. Doubled over Black Rain is.
Abyss follows up the advantage. The clubbing blow, the big shot to the back. But then as he turns around, you see that Black Rain caught him perfectly placed knee right to the midsection. Oh, precarious position right here for the Monster Abyss.
Look at this. Got him up in the jaw. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. He just chokeslammed him off the top of the stage, Mike.
All the way down to the floor.
Unbelievable. I mean, you see Black, we gotta see that again. Look at this, look how far he goes.
There's the choke slam, all the way down. We've got to take another look yet. Up, throttle, and down to the concrete.
Just picked him up, and I mean, I don't even see how Black Rain can even attempt to get to his feet after a fall like that. Think of the force from a 6'8" monster anyway, and then he went down another few feet, Mike, unbelievable.
Slowly making his way back up to his feet is Black Rain. You can see that Abyss is ready for him. Takes him right by the back of the head. tosses him right down the ramp, and then follows up the advantage that he has. It's almost as if you could sense that level of confidence rising for the Monster.
Oh, he's got it all, the momentum right now. I mean, after that shot that Black Rain took, I don't even know if he knows what state he's in. As you can see, oh, a smash right to the back of the neck.
And now, the Monster Abyss goes over. We saw that earlier. You see those rat traps in place. Look at this. There's got to be dozens of them, Don, on this board.
Oh, my God, what is he going to do here as he's setting them into the ring?
I don't know. I can see the shot of Misty, the rat, in the cage right there. Obviously, he's got something in mind. Keep your eyes on Black Rain, though.
Black Rain still crawling around on his hands and knees. Look at this. He's opening up the vice, Mike.
Black Rain has the kendo stick. Abyss going to try and gain a little bit of revenge here.
Oh, look at this. He's putting his hands inside the vice.
Think about this, Don. Think about, we saw Black Rain. We saw him put Abyss's head inside that vice. This is a retribution here for the Monster Abyss. The fingers, both hands.
Oh, he's just got it torqued tight, and you can hear the screaming right here in front of him.
Mitchell, James Mitchell.
Oh, he's out here loosening it up, and while he's doing that, he's set the traps in the middle of the ring, and look, he's pointing to Misty the Rat.
The man who manipulated the Monster Abyss, James Mitchell, lets Black Rain free, handed him something. He's got the rat. He's got it like he's going to spike Misty right into those rat traps.
But James Mitchell came in and hit him right in the back. Wait a minute.
My God.
He just took the rat and stuffed it in James Mitchell's shirt. And look at him squirming around on the ground. I never thought I'd see him scared like that. But look at him, Mike. He's squirming and screaming.
Can you blame him? Oh, man, the blackout. He hit him with the blackout and put him face first on right into those rat traps.
And now he goes for the pin. He got it now. Somehow Abyss, out of just a gut reaction, got the shoulder up, but that backfired for the Monster Abyss.
Black Rain headed back outside the ring. Got that kendo stick that he brought, and now he has possession of it. Wow, can you imagine, Don, being put face first like that right into those dozens of rat traps?
Well, he had grabbed Misty and was threatening to put him in there, and then it ends up being his own face that goes in it. You can see the arms where some of the, oh man, crushed him on the top of the head with the kendo stick.
Abyss still on his feet.
Oh!
A second shot to the top of the head. He's rocked up against the ropes, but he's not down.
Just relentless, one shot after another, but look at it. Oh, he finally goes to his knees. What's he got?
He's got the brass knucks. I believe that's what James Mitchell passed to him earlier, and in this no disqualification match, it's legal.
And now, picks him up, black hole slam! Black hole slam, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Monster Abyss.
Very impressive, Don, when you can beat a man in his own specialty match. The Black Rain Shop of Horrors for the first time here in TNA, tonight at Genesis. And the victory goes to the Monster Abyss after that black hole slam. Wow.
I mean, think about this match. It had everything. Barbed wire bats, rat traps, vices, garbage cans, chains. Now Abyss has grabbed that key from Black Rain, and Abyss has the key in his hands. And remember when Black Rain told him, you should have taken the key. Well, now Abyss has it, and now Abyss wants the reward that key's gonna bring.
I mean, I've been curious as well, Don, what the contents are. We saw that Black Rain had that key, tried to open up the box early. What does it say? Crimson Blood?
It says Crimson Blood on the box, and you see him opening it up. And obviously our interest is peaked at the max. And wait a minute, what the hell? What on earth?
I mean, who is this? What is this? I believe he sprayed some kind of a mist in the face and the eyes, blinding the Monster Abyss. And then look at this, all-out assault.
Vicious onslaught by this demonic-looking being that came out of the box, and Abyss goes fighting back. But now Black Rain comes in from behind, and it's a numbers game. And he's got that Darkness Falls weapon in his hands as well. And oh, the curiosity! He should have let it pass. He had to look, and this.
Oh no, not the Darkness Falls weapon.
No,
oh, that
God.
jagged edge driven right into the unprotected projected forehead of the Monster Abyss.
Oh man, Abyss is out cold on the ramp. And now you see Black Rain and this other creature picking up Abyss. And now what's in his mouth? A chain to the key. And they're putting it in. They're putting him in the black box as he's just kicking him inside.
The beatdown on the Monster Abyss. Now taking him, as Don mentioned, being put inside this box. They've got him locked inside the box. Now what the hell?
What are you
no,
doing?
come on.
No way.
No.
No way!
No!
Oh my God! They just, oh man! What just happened here?
The Monster Abyss scores the victory in the match, but afterwards, you talk about gaining revenge. Black Rain certainly did that.
Oh!
Never seen anything like that before. On that note, to the back, and Jeremy Borash, take it, JB.
All right, I gotta do this for Kurt. I gotta do it for Kurt. I gotta find out who's in the limo. Guys, how you doing? Good to see everybody. How's it going? Just excuse me for a second.
I recommend you step away from the limo.
No, I just ordered a limo here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta talk to guy inside.
This limo is reserved for the gentleman sitting inside. Please step away from the limo.
Right. Listen, I don't know if you know who I am. The name's JB. I work around here. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I'm probably making a little bit more money than you are tonight. So, with that, I ordered a limo. I need to get out of here. My work's done for the day. Thank you very much. Don't make me call security, okay?
I recommend you step your milky white ass away from the limo. I am security.
Right. Yeah, I knew you. Well, see, I know all these guys. Right. Have a good night. Just want to make sure you're doing your job. Job well done. Thanks.
And hello once again, everyone, from ringside at Genesis. It's Mike Tenay, joined by Don West DW. This is what the wrestling world has been talking about for the past several weeks. The identity of this mystery man, and we saw even JB trying to find out who it is.
Well, everybody wants to know, especially Kurt Angle, but what a show we have in store for you tonight. Let's just kick it off with what you're going to see. It's the Motor City Machine Guns taking on Team 3D. It's been all about the X Division as it's been driving Team 3D crazy. Tonight, the Guns get revenge.
It's the rematch. It's the fight for the right finals to be contested in a ladder match. Biggest match of Kaz's career against Christian Cage, the Instant Classic.
It started out as a battle, but it has become a war. It's Robert Roode with Miss Brooks against the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
The TNA Knockout title is on the line. It's a four-way match. It's ODB. It's Roxy Laveau, the champ Gail Kim, and Angel Williams.
And it's the match that Matt Morgan made in Jim Cornette's absence. It's the X Division Championship. The Guru Sanjay Dutt against Black Machismo Jay Lethal.
Speaking of championships, TNA World Tag Team title belts on the line. It's the legendary Steiner brothers to challenge AJ Styles and Tomko.
And it's the tag for the title. Kevin Nash and the champion Kurt Angle have to work together against Sting and who knows who, the mystery partner.
And that mystery partner could be revealed on at any minute tonight here at Genesis. You know what's up next? It's that matchup, Don, where Team 3D has been doing everything within their power to discredit the X Division. It's the Motor City Machine Guns against Team 3D. Check out this preview.
I hate the X Division.
I bet you hate low-carb diets.
I hate everything about the X Division.
I bet you hate your arch nemesis, exercise.
The X Division ain't pro wrestling. And the X Division isn't what put TNA on the map.
Well, newsflash, tons of fun. The X Division hates you too.
Let's take a look at the X Division. They're a bunch of 100-pound little boys.
You two are nothing but bullies.
I've taken craps bigger than kids in the X Division.
Anybody else want these guys to shut the hell up?
We ain't gonna rest, we ain't gonna sleep until every single X Division wrestler is done.
You've got no choice but to come face to face with us.
We are gonna destroy the X Division because we can.
This is the hand that is going to slap the taste out of your mouth.
Shelly, Sabin, and Genesis. It will be the end for you, you two little punk mother.
The Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin go to war with Team 3D.
Motor City Machine Guns, tonight you face Team 3D in the ring. Now clearly you're the underdog, but tonight you're fighting for honor, dignity, and respect, and most importantly, for the whole X Division.
You know, we are fighting for all that, but we're fighting for so much more. We're fighting to take our rightful place among the greats of tag team wrestling. You know, we've had our fun, we've had our games, mostly at Bubba's expense. But tonight, it's time to get serious. Tonight, Team 3D, you're nothing but a stepping stone to the Motor City Machine Guns.
I could say something cute, I could say something witty, but the time for that has come and gone. Tonight, the Motor City Machine Guns take aim at Team 3D. We're fighting for something very important, much more important than just the X Division. We're fighting for the evolution of pro wrestling. So if you support us, you cheer us tonight, because we're going to need it now more than ever. And if you're not a fan of ours, you soon will be. We are the Motor City Machine Guns. We are made in Detroit, and we are the future of pro wrestling. And tonight, Team 3D, you're going to find out why.
Gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
I know we're going to say this later as well tonight at Genesis in Kaz's match against Christian Cage, but I think we've got to bring it up again here as we see the arrival of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the kids from Detroit, from the Motor City, from Motown. I think this is the biggest challenge they've ever had because they are representing not only themselves, but everybody in the X Division.
And their opponents from New York City, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D.
Here they come, the bullies on the TNA block. Brother Ray, Brother Devon, while the Guns are fighting for honor, while the Guns are fighting for dignity and respect, the 3D just wants to exterminate the X Division, and I love this. The Guns are taking the fight to Team 3D. I didn't expect it, but I love it.
Well, the Guns kind of jumped the gun, so to speak, on Team 3D. Didn't give them a chance to set up. It's a good strategy. As you see Alex Shelley throw Brother Devon in the rail, and look at Chris Sabin showing strength of his own. And you see a beautiful right by Sabin, and wow! Shelley just flings Devon in the rail, and I'll tell you something. They're going to have to keep 3D off guard. They're going to have to use that lightning quickness that they have, that synchronicity that they have, and they cannot be cornered and let Team 3D get them anytime 2-on-1, because with their size and strength, they can level in a minute.
I thought Crystal laid it out beautifully. She talked about how the Guns are in the underdog role here tonight at Genesis. But they've got that little bit extra because they are fighting for everybody in the X Division. They certainly want to make the names for themselves here in TNA. And they take the fight to 3D, and think back, Don, on Impact recently, when the X Division in general, when the Guns in particular have had success against Team 3D, it's when they have taken it directly to the bullies. They haven't waited.
No, they haven't. They go straight at him. They show no fear. And that is so important. And look at how they're working together. Just picking their targets one after another. And I'll tell you what else I like what they said. Yes, it's about the X Division. And look at them send Brother Ray high in the sky and on his bed. They also want to prove to the world they're one of the greatest tag teams right now in professional wrestling. And they're showing it from the start.
Sandwich kick for Brother Ray. Sabin and Shelley, one from the front, one from the back, drilling with those simultaneous kicks, and both members of Team 3D roll out to the floor for a little timeout, a little breather, an opportunity, I think, for Brother Ray and Brother Devon to regroup. They had no idea that the Guns were going to hit them with this.
I'll tell you something, though. The Guns, I think, You got to be careful letting Team 3D get out there and get their breath. They never stopped. They kept after them. I definitely think that they could outlast them. So I think they should have kept it going, but you let Brother Ray, Brother Devon get their straight. Wait a minute. Brother Ray, Brother Devon, they're walking out of here.
Where are they going?
Oh, come on, they're frustrated, I guess. It reminds me of Duran, no Moss. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
He just couldn't handle the speed of Sugar Ray. And now it's like they're trying to regroup and think about things.
And it's almost, if you look at the face of Brother Ray, it's that point where they reconsider. What would this look like?
Whoa, come on.
What would this look like if we walked out? As we see, yeah, of course, Brother Ray taking a shot at me, of course. Are you surprised at that? I'm not.
Well, you know, he's got to pick on somebody. So obviously he comes after us. You all right?
Oh, I'm great.
I'll tell you what, there's no doubt who we're rooting for from here on out, I can tell you that. You can see, though, that they're back in the ring. I think they had to use that little bit to just get the fire. Keep in mind, though, you can't underestimate them with their experience, with their resume of titles from everywhere they've been. I mean, it is Team 3D, and look at the power, and that's just, oh, but look at Saban bouncing up, just kind of making a statement.
You really make a great point. Yes, it's the adrenaline rush. It's the emotional aspect of the Motor City Machine Guns against a tag team that, quite honestly, has done it all in this profession.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, my God.
He snapped off that Hurricane Rana, sent it right into Alan Shelley, and the teamwork and the speed, unbelievable as they go for another penalty. Team 3D can't do anything. They can't figure out the guns at all.
Almost like this level of frustration has risen. I thought it was going to be Team 3D regrouping out here on the arena floor, getting their act together, bringing it back to the ring, and then beating down the guns. But then to see Saban come up with an attack like that, and again having 3D on the defensive, I'm surprised, but I'm thrilled.
How about the agility that Team 3D has shown? I mean, everything that 3D's tossed at them, they find a way to land on their feet, but now this is where you don't want to be. And somehow, Chris Saban has found himself in that back corner where the 2-on-1, the double team, and oh, he just leg drops him right on the mat.
Follow cover and 2 count only from referee Earl Hebner.
I'll tell you, this is what they're going to do now. They're going to try to keep one of the guns isolated, keep him on their side, keep him away from the tag, and with their strength and size, they're going to wear him down.
I mean, it's the basics, but it has to be their strategy. But did you notice the quickness? It's another aspect that the guns have. Saban decided that he wasn't going to be lulled into that false sense of security. He wasn't going to allow 3D to keep him on their side of the 6-sided ring. He came over, tagged into Shelley. How about Shelley hooking the leg of Brother Devon right there?
I mean, they're just confusing him. Then he gets him with a jawbreaker there and then crashes him with a kick. And look at that drop kick. I mean, they just have an answer for everything. And he just goes up and cracks Brother Ray. Nice shot.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Brother Ray falling asleep at the switch out there on the apron, and he got dropped to the floor. Here they go, a little tribute.
Oh, they're taking
to the state of Michigan, and it's cut off by Brother Ray. You're right, Saban and Shelley went to the top. You saw them point to the hand, that tribute to the state of Michigan and the Motor City. And that allows 3D to come back, and there you see the suplex by Brother Devon.
Oh, right off of the ropes, and I mean, that'll stop your momentum in a hurry. Now, you have to admit, there's no substitute for speed unless it's pure power, and that's what Team 3D just showed. And you know, another thing, they've just been going and going and going. The longer they do everything and Team 3D still stands, it's going to mentally start getting to the guns.
But I think at the same time, Don, the longer that the Motor City Machine Guns keep this match going, and at times even in their favor, and they have dominated the opening several minutes here, that has to really wear on the minds of Team 3D as well.
Good point. But right now, Alex Shelley needs to find a way to get out of the grass of Brother Devon and get a tag, because if he doesn't, they're going to make short work of him.
We saw earlier how the quickness of Saban came into play. The fact that he didn't allow Team 3D to bully him on their side of the ring and dominate. That's not the case here with Alex Shelley, who gets dropped out to the arena floor, and now, Brother Ray going to follow up the advantage.
Oh, no, he's got it.
Oh, my.
Mike, right into the steel steps. Just with a vicious shot in it. You take the legs out, That'll stop the speed in a hurry.
Couldn't agree more. Look at this. Brother Ray dealing with ringside fans here at Genesis at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. Doubly effective is that move where he takes Shelley and throws him into the steel steps for the reasons that you just mentioned. Wears him down for the moment, but at the same time, it restricts the opportunity for them to fly, and that's what the Guns quite honestly do best.
I think Brother Ray ought to quit worrying about the crowd and concentrate solely on Shelley and Sabin, because we've seen from the beginning, they're not intimidated, not for 1 second, but look at this. You can see the grip that Brother Devon has around the neck of Alex Shelley, but look at him, he's still got fight in him, man.
You're right. That big weight advantage, the size edge that Brother Devon has, is neutralized, countered by Alex Shelley. He gets back up to his feet and then drills Devon in the back of the head with the kick.
You can see Alex Shelley trying to crawl across the ring to get over to Chris Sabin and get the tag as the crowd's behind the Guns 100%. Can he get the tag there?
Watch Brother Ray circling the ring, and from outside, he hooks Sabin, dropped him down so that Sabin crashed both on the apron and on the floor. When Shelley goes to make the tag, Brother Ray is there to nail him with the big right hand.
Good call, Mike. I was looking in a totally different direction, and Brother Ray came over there, took them both out, and that's that experience, Ed. That's the little things that they know to do that other tag teams don't, and now Brother Devon just letting the blood rush to the head of Alex Shelley.
You're right, Don. There's a reason why this team, Team 3D, has been so successful through the years. There's a reason why they've held tag team championships everywhere. Suplex, follow cover, 2 count only for 3D's Devon.
Oh, that was close. I actually thought he may have just going to slip one in there, but Alex Shelley just showing that fight and that heart. And they know that they've got to do it for so many people other than themselves. But right now, oh, man, Brother Ray just crushed the back of Alex Shelley.
Shelley in severe trouble. The 300 pounds behind the elbow drop to the chest. Cover. You can see there, though, the cockiness of Brother Ray. The fact that he didn't put all of his 300 pounds across the body of Shelley with the pin attempt. That cost him that time. That enables Shelley to break out, to kick out. But now, yeah, you can hear him. The shots to the face, the clubbing blows to the back, the open hand slaps. Shelley going to try and make it to Sabin. Look how close.
No, Brother Ray's got a hold of the foot. He's got a hold of the foot, and he's pulling him right back. Oh, Brother Devon, what a
wow-wee.
And just knocked Chris Sabin all the way up the ramp. Oh, they're getting in their minds now.
How about the speed behind the motion there of Brother Devon as he charged across the ring and knocked Sabin down to the floor. And this is the strategy, Don, that you talked about earlier. The Guns didn't fall prey to it several minutes ago, but they certainly have at this point, and it's all 3D.
Oh, they're putting on a clinic right now. They're just showing you how it's done. You keep one isolated over here, and when the other one's looking in a different direction, you hit them from the other side, and the frustration has got to be mounting. Their confidence was so high early on, and now Alex Shelley can see where he needs to go. He just can't get there as Brother Devon levels him with the head.
Diving headbutt as he came off the ropes, but Shelley, still a little bit of gas left in the tank. Able to power out at 2, but now Brother Devon going to put all of the weight on the head and on the neck of Alex Shelley.
He hasn't been the same since he took those knees into the steel steps, and it was just a vicious, brutal move by Brother Ray, but obviously necessary. And Alex Shelley's been just trapped in that ring pretty much since. And he doesn't get Chris Sabin in here to give him some kind of a break, and then they got to use their, you know, we talk about their continuity together. They have totally lost it at this point.
Couldn't agree with you more. Turning point of this match, when Brother Ray took Shelley, tossed him into those unprotected steel steps, and that has totally slowed down the offense of the Guns. Couple of swings, couple of misses by Devon. Oh my God, what a kick.
Every ounce of energy he had left, he put behind that foot. And I mean, Brother Devon went right straight in it. What a shot. Now, does he have enough to get up and make the tag?
That's the key. The building's rocking. In anticipation of the tag, Shelley rolls through, tags into the fresh man Sabin.
Oh, what a clothesline. And then he comes right after it, showing he's got some power, and look at that shot. Brother Devon, though, wow, look at him as Sabin goes right after Brother Ray and not letting up on either one of them.
Can't Can't you just feel? Can't you sense the adrenaline here? Flowing from Chris Sabin. Perfectly placed back kick to the gut of Brother Devon. Measures, springboard, clothesline.
Just right off the top rope. 1, 2. Oh my God, I thought he had it. It was so close.
Baby.
Brother Devon got that shoulder up, and that was a split second. But you know what? Look at that. Sabin didn't waste any time. He went right after Brother Ray to send him a message.
Taking the attack to 3D. It's what they've done even before the opening bell. It's been successful so far for the Guns. Sabin to the corner. Drop toe hold. Brother Devon face first to the second to the middle turnbuckle.
Oh, he did. He just caught that chin and ate the turnbuckle. And now you can see Sabin.
There it is.
Oh, what a DDT.
Tornado style. Here we go.
1, 2. It's over. No, it's not over.
Tornado DDT out of the corner. Had Brother Devon rocking. Spiked him, dropped him on his head, but Sabin could only get the near fall.
He's got to be thinking, what do I have to do? It just shows you the strength of Brother Devon. Just
whoa, what's he trying to do here?
Trying to pick him. Wait a minute. Oh, coming right off the top was Shelley. Nice double team.
Grazed him with the kick. Shelley springs off the ropes, winds up with a clothesline, now catches Devon as he came off, and that time Sabin caught him flush with the drop kick.
I'll tell you now, they're clicking. 1, 2. Unbelievable. Brother Devon's done it again as he got the shoulder up. I mean, you talk about it. Oh, I love that. Just uses the one as a step ladder and just crushes Brother Ray with a kick.
Shelley drops down into position. Sabin climbs up his back. The drop kick sends Brother Ray out to the floor. Now, fired across is Shelley. Forearm shot, and Sabin follows with a back elbow.
Nice elbow there by Sabin. Now, oh, beautiful double kick back in the front of the head of Devon. Wow.
Poetry in motion from the Motor City Machine Guns tonight here at Genesis. They are on fire representing the X Division, and they're doing a hell of a job of it.
We've seen so many momentum shifts in this match. Again, another Hurricane Run, and he sends Devon
Watch Shelley.
to the middle of the ring.
Here he comes.
Frog splash.
Baby was on target. Cover him, Sabin.
1, 2. Oh, my God. Brother Devon is unconscious, and he still gets the shoulder up.
Time after time, the Motor City Machine Guns have been on the verge of victory, just a split second away from the 3 count. I think that was a blind tag in by Brother Ray. He's legal. Referee Hebner signifies, yes, the tag was legal. Brother Ray is the man in play, and boy, did he just take down the Guns with that clothesline.
Well, we've said it so many times, but that was experience.
Yep.
He knew he was going to catch them both looking the other way. Scoop slam, setting it up for Brother Devon, and we've seen it so many times.
Yep, we know what's up here.
Oh, what's up is right, and he creams him.
Big diving headbutt off the top, and now 3D. Yep, going to get the signature table, I believe. That's what Brother Devon's doing, taking the table out from underneath the ring.
Well, you saw the flash motion there by Brother Ray, letting him know what they're going to do to the X Division.
Oh, God!
Oh, my God! Sabin kicked that table! Right hand to Brother Devon! And look at this!
Sunset flip, but he doesn't have the power to take him over. Nobody home on the sit-down splash by Brother Ray. Watch the Guns.
Oh, one went low, one went high. They got him.
1, 2. Oh, God. They hit him with the high-low. They had the 3 count, and they pull referee Hefner out. Slingshot move by Shelley, caught nothing but concrete.
Wow, Brother Devon just got out of the way in time, and now it's Sabin and Ray one-on-one. Oh, he telegraphed it, didn't he?
Boy, he sure did. And now here comes that belt with those metal studs on there as he just cracked it right across the back of Sabin.
Oh, what a shot. You could just hear it just vibrate through the impact zone. And now you can see he's going to take him up. Brother Devon has got him set up to slaughter him. And there it goes. Oh,
man. Doomsday style off the top. The clothesline deck Sabin. Hebner in for the pin.
1, 2. Oh,
what?
My God.
What?
Sabin got the shoulder up. I can't believe it. And neither can Brother Ray and Brother Devon. That was just pure gut reaction.
Neither can Brother Mike or Brother Don. I can't believe it either.
I thought he was dead. And now you see Brother Devon looking for something else. They just want to finish off the Guns, and they thought they had him finished off.
Gonna go back underneath the ring and bring another table into play. Brother Devon's got it. Gonna slide it into Brother Ray.
Oh, here they go. This is, you just don't think that the Motor City Machine Guns can take much more. How Chris Sabin was able to get out of that pin attempt was a miracle in itself.
I mean, it has been a valiant effort, Don, without question, by the Motor City Machine Guns tonight here at Genesis. But now the table being positioned, stacked up in the corner, and it doesn't look good for Sabin and Shelley.
No, and Sabin right now is in that ring by himself, and here comes Team 3D. You can just imagine what they're going to do with the head of Sabin. Look at this! Unbelievable!
He walked right up the table.
And then he sends Brother Devon into it.
Sidestepped him. Charges at Brother Ray. Floats over on Brother Ray.
Oh, the kick, and there it is! The double kick!
Brother Ray down. Sabin's got the leg hook. Sabin's got two. The Guns did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Motor City Machine Guns!
Holy crap! The Motor City Machine Guns just knocked off Team 3D!
They call it the AXS Rush, and they hit it perfectly! That double enziguri!
Motor City Machine Guns! Yeah, representing the X Division, get the win! To the back in JB. The Guns did it!
What do you mean they wouldn't let you look inside the limo?
There were like 50 people there.
I asked you to do one thing, you can't do it! What is your problem?
Stop it! He doesn't know! He doesn't know anything!
What are you so relaxed about, huh?
Sure, take it easy. We're gonna find out in a couple hours who the mystery partner is, man. Just take it easy. We gotta worry about.
You think I'm a fool? You think I'm an idiot? What are you playing me for some kind of asshole? You don't think I know that you're in on this? You know who the mystery partner is, Kevin. You're nothing but a backstabbing son of a bitch. Shut up!
Kevin! Leave
Shut
him
up!
alone! Stop!
Everything about back off! Back off! Everything tells me right now I should put your ass through this wall. Yeah, you're right, you are an asshole. But I need you tonight. We take care of these guys, and then it's you and I after that.
Fine.
Get your ass right.
Fine. Go cool off. We have to find out who's in that limo. We have to find out.
Stop worrying about the limo!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make a little history. After 5 years, we will crown our first female champion.
At Bound for Glory, the first ever TNA Women's Knockout Champion was crowned.
2, 3, got it! Gail Kim becomes the first TNA Knockout Champion.
Another milestone set for women in professional wrestling.
Gail Kim will always be the first ever Women's TNA Champion.
With history in the books, the pursuit for the gold heats up as Gail Kim is set to defend her title for the first time.
There can only be one number one.
ODB, strength, speed, and durability built to go the distance. Roxy Laveau, a voodoo child with a black heart, seeking a win at all costs. Angel Williams, more than just a pretty face, a blonde bombshell set to explode. And Gail Kim, the champion. Need I say more?
Gail Kim defends the TNA Women's Knockout Championship in a four-way ladies match.
Are you ready for the first of 4 championship matchups this evening at Genesis? And this, yes, features the TNA Knockouts. Let's break it down with the bullet points. Let's preview the championship match. Knockout division, 5 years in the making. TNA management decided the time was finally right. Last month, Atlanta, Georgia. Gail Kim victorious in the match where she became the first ever TNA Knockout champion. Boy, she sure is proud. This evening, the title is up for grabs. It's a 4-way match. Whoever scores the pin leaves as champ. The odds may be against Gail Kim, but a major experience edge over all 3 challengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Genesis continues with a 4-way TNA Women's Knockout Championship match. Scheduled for one fall, introducing challenger number 1, representing the Voodoo Kid Mafia from Congo Square in New Orleans, Louisiana, Roxy Laveau.
Well, as of late, this has been Gail Kim's #1 nemesis. And when you think about the star power that she has behind her, helping her get ready for this matchup, in the Voodoo Kid Mafia, you gotta wonder if she might have a little bit of an edge. Because keep in mind, this isn't just a one-on-one championship for Gail Kim. Like you said, one champ, 3 challengers.
The second challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Angel Williams.
I think it has to be a huge edge, Don, for the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Limo. The fact that she has BG and Kip James with their level of experience positioned out here at ringside has to make her, yes, definitely one of the favorites in terms of the challengers. Here comes challenger number 2, Angel Williams, and now the introduction of the 3rd challenger in this knockout title matchup.
Challenger number 3 is from Minneapolis, Minnesota, ODB.
ODB? Is that a flask?
Oh, that's a wild, let me tell you something. A wild, out of control, crazy woman.
I don't think there's any question about that. She's the power. She's the strength in this 4-way matchup. ODB, well, she's going to be tough to deal with. And she's already hit the fire water.
Gail Kim, tonight is your first opportunity to defend the TNA Knockout title. Now you've got 3 women in the ring right now waiting for you. The first one to score a pinfall is the new champion. Do you have what it takes to overcome the odds?
Crystal, do I have what it takes? I don't care if there's 3 women out there. I don't care if there's 10 women out there. I've not come this far to lose the TNA Knockouts Championship title just 1 month after I've won it. I've worked way too hard in this business to bring women's wrestling exactly where it needs to be and what it deserves to be. And that's not just TNA. We're here to be the best that we can be.
Well, good luck, Gail.
From Tampa, Florida, she's the defending TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Kim.
All the TNA title holders, whether it's the X Division champ, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, whether it's AJ Styles and Tom Cope, the tag team champs, whether it's Kurt Angle, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, they all have a sense of pride when it comes to the championship belt. But Don, there's just something special when you see Gail Kim coming out with that knockout championship. You can just sense the level of pride that she has. It at least equals the men.
Well, you said it right on. It is the pride. And think about what these girls went through and waited for their opportunity. And as things progressed, the women's division added, and it just gives them that same feeling of importance and that equality they want with the men. And I'll tell you what I like about this matchup. Yeah, it might seem a little unfair for her first title that she has to defend. She's going to defend against 3 people, but it also represents the women's division 4 different ways. You're going to see 4 different unique styles. ODB, power, strength, and just flat out crazy. You saw her drinking the flask on the way down. The Voodoo Queen, well,
unpredictability.
You got that right. And Angel Williams has an athleticism that you got to keep your eye on. She really is one of those pure athletes for the women's division.
When we previewed this match with the bullet points, we talked about 3 challengers, 1 champion. That was certainly the numbers game going in, but that's the way that this match is playing out here in the opening minutes as the 3 challengers all teaming up against Gail Kim.
Well, Gail Kim, I think, realizes she's going to have the target on her back, and couple clotheslines and then a meeting of the minds right there in the ring. And look at her, doesn't let up, goes right after Angel Williams, but she's going to have eyes in the back of her head, because if anybody starts working together, then the numbers game can really take over. Boy, he just went right into the gut of ODB. Look at it. She's just sending one in after the other.
Not worried about the numbers game at all. Turning the complexion of this matchup totally around and totally in her favor. There goes ODB down with the boots, and then a Bulldog style face plant for the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Limo. Gail cover on the Voodoo Queen. 2 count from referee Shane Sewell as Kip James getting involved.
You put her foot on the ropes there to keep her from getting counted out, but tell you what, Gail Kim's adopted this me against the world attitude. As you can see right there, the referee letting Kip James know that he hasn't won him.
I think he's tossing him out.
He just kicked him out.
Both members of BKM. I think referee Shane Sewell is taking both Kip and BG and sending them away from the ringside area, and you've got to applaud that.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes one person down at ringside you know, more than enough. But to have both of them down there really gives an advantage. And now, what on earth is Roxy Laveau doing? It's like she's putting some kind of
a spell or a curse. What did she put something on his forehead?
I don't know what that was. And then ODB went for a quick pin, but I don't think the referee, Shane Sua, even knows what's going on. Nice double top kick there. She sends them both. He's creeped out and I'm creeped out.
You're right. Great dual drop kick by Gail Kim, but then from outside, Angel Williams hooked the leg, immediately pulls her right out to the floor as we see the champ and one of her 3 challengers out here. Oh my! Gail Kim just went right into that steel post.
She caught her arm hard on that steel post, and keep an eye on that. You can see her trying to get the feeling back in it. And Angel Williams showed her athleticism, but she went right into a hornet's nest as ODB and Roxy Laveau working together.
Yeah, how about them? Coexisting, working as a team, as Angel Williams just gets tossed right into the corner, and the Voodoo Queen picks up Angel by those long blonde locks and try and drag her back in.
Oh, look at her just pulling her in. Oh, man, now you see ODB kind of doing the spank job.
Kinda.
And then just pulls her right in and just plants her.
How about that flask that ODB brought down? Put it here on the broadcast table. It smells like paint thinner.
Well, I'll tell you, she's crazy. I mean, this is just, it's a big party for her. I mean, everything is.
Face to face, you see ODB challenging the Voodoo Queen. And Roxy Laveau gets right back in her face and then just uncorks a boot out of nowhere.
Well, you could just see that the mind games weren't working from ODB on the Roxy Laveau. And let's face it, Roxy Laveau is going to be hard to play mind games with. I mean, that's what her whole thing is. And
what is her whole thing?
I don't know. Just kind of some voodoo witch ordeal. I mean, it got New Orleans and everything written all over it. Oh, look at this. It's like I told you, she's crazy. She's crazy.
She's got her grabbed by the hair, double-handed, and driving her repeatedly face first. I think it was into the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Thank you.
He's got it 1, 2. Oh, man. Almost had the pin. Good cover there, Mike.
Now Gail Kim, the champ, comes back into play. I mean, Gail was in a tough position there. Tossed out, which he hit that steel post outside. If there was a pin or a submission done, she would have lost the title while she was out on the floor.
Well, she's got lucky, like you said, but the bottom line is she also got rested. And now she's going up here to the top rope. But Roxy Laveau saw it, and look at that. Gail Kim just kicked her to the curb.
First pin, first submission, leaves Genesis as the TNA Knockout champ. Gail Kim outside. I didn't see that one coming.
She just decided that Roxy Laveau was planning something, and instead of letting her do it, she just hit her with a crossbody block from the top rope and creamed her.
Great ad-lib. Impromptu move by Gail Kim. I thought she was going to fly into the ring. Instead, outside to the floor. We take another look at this. Look at that move. Crossbody block off the top. And here it is again from another angle.
It's like you couldn't decide what target she wanted. Did she go after the 2 in the ring? Well, she took out Laveau, but they're both out, and that may be a bad move.
I was going to say, is that a good move for the champ? She's out here on the floor with the Voodoo Queen. Meanwhile, ODB and Angel Williams battle inside. If there's a pin or a submission with Gail Kim outside here, she loses the title to count only.
Thought we had a new champion right there as Angel Williams took advantage of it. ODB, though, seems like the kind of person that almost likes to get slapped around and hit around, and you can see now that come on! You see what I've seen? And look at that.
I mean, I think
perfectly placed and slammed her into the turnbuckle.
I think she likes it a little physical. I'm talking about the match.
Yes, I know you are. I know you were. And you can see now ODB and getting in total control and just manhandling Angel Williams right here.
Manhandling?
Well, she's got man hands.
ODB takes Angel Williams, got her in a tough position, but Angel very wisely used the corner turnbuckles, floats over, and then DDTs her.
Oh, she nails her with the DDT, and it's it. Angel Williams, I thought we had a new women's champion, but ODB shows that strength and just shot up when she realized how close it was to getting pinned.
So it was the DDT on ODB that almost led to the 1-2-3. TNA Knockouts Championship hangs in the balance. Gail Kim still out of play, out here on the arena floor. Angel Williams, meanwhile, gonna go to the top. There you see Gail. Roxy Laveau sliding in, but ODB is prepared for Angel Williams.
Oh, she did. What a slap, and now she's just hitting her every chance she gets it. She goes up high, and now you can see Roxy Laveau trying to get over there too. She's sliding in underneath.
Tower of Doom.
All three of them go down, and this could be an advantage that Gail Kim needs. She needs some kind of a break. Now is Roxy Laveau able to get in here and get the pin?
Watch Gail. Gonna go high risk. Set to head to the top rope. Perched up on top. The Voodoo Queen turns around and gets met with a missile drop kick into the chest.
Well, that martial arts style that Gail Kim's so famous for, and she used it and just creamed Roxy Laveau. But again, that move that Gail Kim did earlier to Roxy has taken so much out of her. And you can see that drop kick took a lot out of her, as they're still all four laying out in the middle of the mat.
The Voodoo Queen to her feet. Gail Kim at the same time, and the champ unleashes a forearm shot. A second one that rocks her. Look at these follow-up forearms right on target.
I think Gail Kim realizes how close she could be to losing that title, and man, she is getting fired up. What a beautiful drop kick right there by Gail Kim.
Oh, you can definitely sense that. The fire is back in Gail Kim. The champ sent off into the corner. Back elbow, catches the onrushing Roxy Laveau from the middle rope. Crashing down, leg drop into the pin. 1, 2, ODB breaks it up just before the 3 count.
And that was just in time. That she had to look up and realize how close it was. And then now she goes straight for Gail Kim and
side slam. Here's ODB's chance to win the title, but Angel Williams breaks it up.
And Angel Williams just popped up there when she realized how close it was. All these girls, that's how important this championship is to them. They know that the honor it brings, and you can see ODB just physically throws Angel Williams out of there. Roxy Laveau just, what was that? Oh, nice spear.
She blinded her, Don. She blinded her, that's what she did. And now Gail Kim has got ODB in trouble. Here's the pin, here's the cover.
Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Gail Kim.
She's done it. She's retained, and what a way to retain. 3 challengers, but Gail Kim still has the belt, and it looked in doubt for a while.
First title defense for Gail Kim. Put it in the W column. They're on their feet. Yes, here at Genesis, because they respect the TNA Knockout champ, Gail Kim.
She's thought nothing but about this belt from the time she's been in TNA, and wait a minute.
I've heard that entrance music before, Don. As Gail Kim looks up the ramp, she makes eye contact with Awesome Kong.
And she knows that Awesome Kong is always there, always lurking. Awesome Kong has been focused on nothing but Gail Kim. And Gail Kim holding that belt up, trying to psych her out. But I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, Awesome Kong has even gone to the point in recent weeks on Impact where she brings out that picture of Gail Kim, and remember, Awesome Kong holds a victory over Gail Kim. To the back, JB standing by at the limo. Will we find out the mystery partner?
Karen, I'm telling you, they're not going to let you in. I tried earlier. These guys are like Secret Service around here. I've never seen anything like it. Besides, I thought you said you had everything under control.
Don't question me. I do have everything under control. But if this is going to make Kurt happy, then let's make Kurt happy.
Right. Let's
okay?
Make Kurt happy.
Make Kurt happy.
Let's make Kurt happy.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Do you mind if I take a peek in there?
Oh, sure, Mrs. Angle. Go right ahead.
Wait a minute. What do you...
You have got to be kidding me.
Wait, hey, we're sitting here talking about a drinking contest. Will you leave us alone? All right. We need to go somewhere where we can just do it and be by ourselves, because everybody here's an alcoholic.
Okay.
All right?
I'm with you, champ.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Guys, I thought this was the limo for...
Storm, can she come? She's beautiful.
Karen? Look at her dress, boy. She's going to prom. It's obvious. She can't come. Hey, look. What's these guys guarding our limo for? Guys, this ain't the surprise limo. This is the World Heavyweight Drinking Champion limo.
He's the champ.
I'm the champ.
They get you a limo for that?
That's right. You know it. I think the one that you want is right behind us.
Actually, I think the one that I want is right here, guys. It's been a long day already, I can tell you. It's...
Are you part of the competition?
No.
All right, well, you have a good day. Eric, let's go do this.
All right, champ. All right, we're going to do it.
Well, we had anticipated 4 championship matches tonight at Genesis. It might be 5 after seeing James Storm, Eric Young. Was that a beer drinking belt that Storm had? Some kind of a drinking contest. Let's preview this X Division matchup. Let's look at the X Factors. Jim Cornette absent in recent weeks. Matt Morgan stepped up his duties, and he made this match on Impact. Black Machismo second reign as X Division champ. It began with the biggest upset in TNA history. He beat Kurt Angle at No Surrender. For nearly a year, Black Machismo and the Guru have been tag team partners. But tonight, that alliance is split because Lethal and Dutt are fighting for the bragging rights and the prestige that goes along with the X Division title.
Free your mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is for the TNA X Division Championship. Scheduled for one fall, introducing first the challenger from Bombay, India, Sanjay Dutt.
Well, here he is, the man that, Don, you were on the same wavelength with, Mr. Peace, Love, and Brotherhood. He's got the tambourine, and he is circling the ringside area, and it looks like he's doing pretty well with the contribution.
It must be whatever's coming out of those urns, because every time you're around them, you feel a lot of love going around, and obviously it puts people in a giving mode as all these causes that he's always, championing for, like the Ebola virus and
who ever heard of that?
Something or other that he had going on, but obviously he's collecting a lot of money for it.
I thought when it came to the incense urns, you told me that you didn't inhale, Don. Put your money back in your pocket, which he's done well enough.
And his opponent from Elizabeth, New Jersey, he is the TNA X Division Champion, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes it was 2 months ago at our No Surrender pay-per-view when Jay Lethal pulled off that upset, Don, that we're still talking about. The victory over Kurt Angle. Remember the night that Angle had 3 title matches at one pay-per-view? Boy, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal pulled off the upset. He holds the gold, and SoCal Val pretty proud of the X Division champ.
Well, they've been making a lot of eye contact as of late, and you can just see her beaming when Black Machismo comes to the ring. But what an interesting matchup this is, Mike, when you think about the history of these 2 great X Division competitors. I mean, they have been, parts of Team USA together. They've been tag team partners together. They've been friends. They've been friends since day one. But I still like the decision that Matt Morgan made and Jim Cornette's absent, because Sanjay Dutt's one of those people that we've always said, the best X Division athlete not to ever hold X Division gold. He can change that tonight.
I think it's going to be a great all-action match. I applaud the move by Matt Morgan. He came down with Jim Cornette absent this past week on Impact, and there you see that, well, that love and brotherhood that Sanjay has, and he has it for everybody here in TNA, but maybe particularly for his longtime tag team partner. But tonight, it's his opponent, and the X Division title is on the line here against Black Machismo. Nice shoulder block by the challenger Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt is one of the fastest athletes you've ever seen. He is so smooth, so quick. But look at, wow, again, it looks like Lethal had him, and Sanjay Dutt right now just using that speed and just avoiding anything Jay Lethal's trying to do.
It's going to be interesting to see how this match plays out, because obviously they've been tag team partners, Don, as we talked about, for nearly a year. They know each other's moves very well. I think the opportunity here for Sanjay Dutt, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal as well, vary your offense a little bit. Don't become too predictable. Surprise your opponent, catch him off guard, and because they know each other so well, maybe that, if you could hit him with an unfamiliar move, maybe like that one, as you just bum rushed him and bowled him over, and then backslides him down.
Here he goes. So close to a quick pin. And look, though, you can see Sanjay Dutt, nice bridge. And then look at that. Is Jay Lethal able to counter it and go for a pin again? And there's another quick roll-up by Black Machismo.
Time
Here's
after
another
time.
quick roll-up.
Another small package that time as he cradled him over. And I think Sanjay thought he was going to take a shot at him. And whoa.
Well, I think in Sanjay Dutt's mind there, it's like Jay Lethal's trying to embarrass him a little bit when it should be about respect and honor, and you can see there Sanjay feels bad about it, and he goes over to hug him. Just emotions got caught up there.
Looks like they're back on the same page, at least momentarily. I'm not sure with that X Division Championship going to the winner, how long they're going to be able to become friends like this. And you see, did he embarrass him again?
Well, he's showboating a little bit again.
That's what I thought. I could just sense the body language from the guru, Sanjay Dutt.
I think in Sanjay Dutt's mind, this is more of a competition, and he feels like Machismo's just getting into his persona a little too much as far as their history goes. You can see how frustrated he is.
The champ grabs the side headlock, but the guru shoots him off into the ropes. Mid-ring collision, shoulder block by Lethal doesn't have much effect, and then Dutt fires him out to the floor. Look at that flip dive.
Unbelievable speed, precision, and he flips right on top of Black Machismo, and we got to see that again.
I love it when you call for those replays.
Look at that.
Flip dive over the top rope, crashing down onto the champion. Big move for Sanjay to take advantage here in the early going.
I mean, we know he's about peace, love, and joy, but he's also a competitor. And one thing about Sanjay Dutt, when that motor gets into fifth gear, there's nobody that can stay with him on the track.
Immediately goes for the cover, the pin attempt, in an attempt to win the X Division title, but Lethal powers out with Sanjay right back to the offensive. How about that? Putting the boots to the champ.
Well, this is just an example of what the title means. I mean, you can be friends for so long, but when the belt's on the line, no matter how hard you try, you can't stay friends in the middle of that ring. You're just gonna have to wait till you wake up the next morning to be friends again. It's got to be all about you.
Pretty much what we anticipated. We knew they have the mutual respect, no question about that. But the longer that this match goes, with that X Division title hanging in the balance, you knew, Don, that the competitive aspect of both individuals was going to rise, and Sanjay just unleashes the offensive. Double knees to the chest, 2 count only on the pin attempt.
And you know Sanjay Dutt has witnessed the transformation in Jay Lethal. He's seen what's happened since Black Machismo's become the champion and everything that goes with it. And Sanjay Dutt had to search for inner peace to deal with that situation, but now he realizes how close he is to being the king dog in the X Division. And nice move by Jay Lethal. What a drop kick.
Beautifully done. Cartwheels over, and then from in tight connects with that drop kick right into Sanjay. Lethal headed to the top. From the top rope as Dutt gets to his feet. Sanjay well prepared for the move, well scouted, which we knew in advance that both of these guys would know each other so well. Caught him with the drop kick. Now the pin by Dutt, near fall.
Well, you wonder on that. I mean, you got the momentum coming off the top rope. Sanjay Dutt meets him right in the middle of the air with the drop kick into the gut. Takes the air out. And now he's squeezing that air out with his legs, and he's not going to let up in any way, shape, or form. Maybe even see if he can get Black Machismo to tap out right here.
I think it's a good move. Wearing down with this move like the leg scissors, the body scissors applied by Sanjay Dutt. Think of the move that Sanjay has used on so many occasions to win matches on that camel clutch submission hold. I think this is a great attempt here to weaken the champ.
Well, he's sending a message, that's for sure, to Black Machismo that it's going to take everything you've got if you want to retain that belt, and he's not letting up. You can see Black Machismo able to break out of it and just does what you would do. Your normal reaction is to start throwing punches. Oh, nice counter, nice drop toe. Oh, look at that.
Off the ropes, look at that standing move. Right back into the pin, and no, 2 count only from referee Rudy Charles.
I mean, it's just like watching Olympic gymnastics when he's in the ring sometimes. He just does things that just defy gravity.
And you know the X Division has to be proud tonight, because on an evening when the Motor City Machine Guns representing the X Group, yes, they have defeated Team 3D. This is the singles match for that X Division title. Repeated shots in the corner. Sanjay puts the shoulder into the midsection of Jay Lethal.
You can see he's kind of looking for some sort of inner peace. It was almost like he went for a handshake or something, and of course Black Machismo saw an opportunity, took it, and then the boot to the head, and now look at him come right off and just nail Sanjay Dutt.
Unleashes the attack out of the corner from the middle rope. Drops Sanjay Dutt down, but at the same time, you can see that Lethal, who made contact with the canvas, he's slow to get up as well as the referee puts in the count.
Well, you brought it up about what a huge night it has been already for the X Division. And think about what the Motor City Machine Guns did to Team 3D. Didn't need help. They did it on their own and just showed you what heart and determination can mean. And it's a proud moment in the night for the X Division. And now Jay Lethal trying to hold on to that championship, and he comes flying off the ropes. And the Guru right now is on the bad end every time.
Nice series of clotheslines by Lethal. Shot off into the corner. Dutt floats over Machismo. Coming back, all beautifully done. Moves all out of the corner, 2 count.
It was like Sanjay thought he was going to go in another direction. He made the wrong move and looked up, and there was Lethal low. Look at that. Lethal just puts that neck right into the top rope, then he comes right back and nails him with the drop kick.
Both feet right into the chest of the Guru. The missile drop kick off the springboard by the champ. Is he going to fly now? Here he comes.
Suicide dive.
Whoa, man.
Right through. Knocks him right into the announce table right here. As instead of going high, and I think Sanjay Dutt thought he was going to have time to get away, he just cut that in half, went right through the rope, and screams Sanjay Dutt, and let's look at that again.
You can see how fired up Lethal was with good reason and good purpose. Man, did he catch him with that suicide dive. We're back live at Genesis, and it is the champ in the driver's seat.
I mean, that went 1, 2, didn't quite get the pin. That's one of those moves that I'm telling you, you're putting your own body on the line because you're coming out so far. You're bypassing the mat and going right into the concrete. And he, of course, knocked Sanjay Dutt into it as well. So that's one of those moves that can cost you. Look at this. Sanjay Dutt!
Oh, only 2, and then floats over. Thought he was going to go for the camel clutch. It was blocked by Black Machismo, who just took him over, snap-mared him, shoots him into the corner, tries to roll him up. Look how quickly Dutt gets to his feet, grazed him with that kick. Here's 2, no.
Just didn't hit him quite full enough, I think, to get the pin there. And Sanjay Dutt able to get that shoulder up, and it's that speed of Sanjay Dutt where he was able to move just out of the way in time to just be deflected by it. And I think Jay Lethal knows he was that close.
Still in control, the champ stalks the challenger. Lethal picks up Dutt, and he just gets shoved aside, then comes right into the corner. He gets sidestepped. Lethal goes into the turnbuckles, went to put the boot up. Sanjay takes him, swings the boot out, and caught him right in the side of the head with the kick.
I mean, able to send the boot outside of the ropes, and it looked like that Lethal got him caught, and that allowed Sanjay Dutt to hit him with the kick, and now look at this.
Moonsault.
Here he goes. Oh, lands a wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Moonsault into a moonsault.
Unbelievable.
Landed on his feet. There comes that shooting star. 2.
No, so close. So close. Now that is what I'm talking about when I talk about speed and agility and athleticism. Unreal. Lands on his feet, doesn't stop, goes ahead and hits it anyway, and then comes right back and hits the shooting star.
Sanjay Dutt, the Guru, pulling out all the stops, but there has to be a sense, a level of frustration for him as well, Don, after hitting those moves and not being able to put Lethal away. Lethal goes for the kick. We talked about how well they know each other. Dutt moves out of the way, avoids the contact.
Sometimes you just move by an inch and missed it, but he did it. Oh, wow. Black Machismo just face planted him. 1, 2. Oh, Sanjay Dutt got the shoulder up. Wow.
The move that we've seen in recent months that's gained the champ so many wins is that Lethal combination. That backbreaker face plant move, and I think that was a great setup right there. He almost ended up getting the pin out of it. If nothing else, he's weakened Sanjay to the point where maybe he can go for that Lethal combination.
Sanjay Dutt, just, you can see him staggering right now, and it's trying to get his feet in. Black Machismo seems to be in control, caught him in the head, and look at this! Oh, he was playing possum!
Sure was!
He stuck up on him, hit him with that DDT, and now, oh man, he's got it!
Rolls through, he's got it hooked, there it is! Camel clutch submission, hold applied!
Is he gonna tap out? Sanjay Dutt, incredible how he played Jay Lethal, but Jay Lethal got a chance to grab the rope, and he did to break it up, and he's lucky he was that close to him.
Sanjay had the camel clutch applied, but then you notice the way that Lethal was able to position his body, the way that he slid over to the side. It didn't enable Sanjay to get the submission hold exactly the way he wanted it, and Lethal now just getting paintbrushed in the corner, turns the Guru around and rifles off those punches one after the other, and the slaps.
Well, you can see the fire in Dutt's eyes, and then it fire. Oh, wow! What a move by Dutt! And here he comes over and just drops the leg right on him as his neck was on the ropes, and this is his chance to do it.
Oh, caught up on his shoulders. There it is. There's the backbreaker. There's the face plant. That's the Lethal combination.
Unbelievable how Jay Lethal was able to turn that into his favor. And Sanjay Dutt put it on the line. And you know what this means? He's going to the top. Gonna try to bring that elbow down.
Lethal combination first, then the flying elbow off the top. Here's the pin. Two. He retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still TNA X Division Champion, Jay Lethal.
What a valiant effort though by Sanjay Dutt, and it looked like they're at the end. He had it in total control, but that's what makes us. You see SoCal Val looking on at her champion and cheering, but that's what makes a champion so great. When you're faced with adversity, you're able to turn it around in your favor, and that's what Black Machismo did tonight.
Championship matchup number 2 at Genesis, and yes, the champ retains again. First Gale came in the knockouts match. Now Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, yes, retains the gold. X Division champ, SoCal Val, would you say earlier, beaming? She sure is proud of Black Machismo. And now,
well, he's asking Sanjay to join him.
I like this.
It's the friendship, and they've done so many things together. He sets that belt down, says it's not about the belt anymore, it's about us, and look at that. Look at that respect that they're showing each other, and it is touching.
Remember when we talked about the Motor City Machine Guns? We talked about the honor, the dignity, and the respect of the X Division, and there you see it on display. The post-match, yes, it's a celebration. For Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, but also the mutual respect between champion and challenger. And I think Black Machismo, I don't think he's waving to you.
No,
I think he's waving to SoCal Val to take a victory lap along with him.
He is. He's calling her into the ring. And you can see the flirting that they've been doing with each other for so long, and now he's asking her to come into the ring and then share this special moment.
I like it. Share the spotlight with the champ, SoCal Val and Black Machismo.
Oh, and you can see her and just gushing with puppy love is now.
What the hell? He's got rose petals in his tambourine.
What are we witnessing here? Oh, we need, wait a
Whoa,
minute.
God.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look out.
Here comes Team 3D, and oh my God, they just destroying Lethal and Dutt. And look at this, as they never saw him coming, they never stood a chance, and after what they've gone through,
I guess we should have figured that we haven't seen the last of Team 3D as we see that championship belt being used by Brother Ray, and then the studded belt by Brother Devon slapping the hell out of both. Like, oh, come on.
Oh, now he's intimidating SoCal Val. Come on.
Cowering in the corner is SoCal Val.
How low can you go? God, they never cease to amaze me. How despicable that they are, and now referees trying to come out and get the focus back on, and you can see if they're holding the X Division belt up high.
And he's asking for a microphone. Brother Ray asking for the stick as we see the beatdown continue. 3D on Sanjay.
Sanjay Dutt just got drilled with that 3D, and now Brother Devon grabbing the X Division champion. And look at this, they're gonna do it to him too. Oh my God, another 3D on Black Machismo, and he's got the microphone in his hand. And the X belt.
Shelley and Sabin cheated!
What?
The Machine Guns could never beat Team 3D!
They just did.
So now, the entire X Division will pay for it. We are taking the X Division title hostage.
Oh, God.
Come on. This is just... The doesn't surprise me for a minute. Anytime the spotlight's off them, they want it back.
Could you expect anything less from these two bullies, Team 3D? To Crystal standing by with Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, tonight you have the opportunity to become the TNA World Champion. Now I've got to ask you, how are you and Kurt Angle going to coexist as partners in the ring tonight?
Well, we're not buddies, we're not friends, but we got to coexist because we've got to take out Sting and his partner. And, you know, when that's said and done, then Kurt and I can go at it for the title. And I came here for one reason alone tonight, and that's to leave the world champ.
Okay, I have one more question for you. Are you sure that Scott Hall is not in the limo as Sting's partner?
I'm absolutely positive it's not Scott. I don't know who it is, but I know it's not Scott.
Okay, well, we'll take you back to the ringside for the TNA tag team. What the heck is what's going on in here?
Who am I?
What is going on in here?
What's going on? Unless you're drinking, shut your mouth, pretty lady. You know what? Hey, I am Cowboy James Storm. I'm from Leaper Fork, Tennessee, and we're going to do this drinking contest.
Okay,
right?
but it says no food, drink, or alcohol in the premises.
And don't no more.
No
Okay,
more.
look, listen to this. I'm beating everybody. You see this? This is a world drinking title. You can't outdrink me. Don't touch it. You're not the champ. You can't touch it. I beat everybody. I beat Jim. I beat Jack. Hell, I've even went down south and beat that guy. What's his name? Jose. Yeah, Jose. So, you know what? We're going to do something right now.
What do you mean?
A little something I call chasing the devil.
Chase the devil.
Jackie, get that. All right.
What is that?
All right.
Looks like syrup.
Don't worry. Chasing, well.
Looks like syrup.
It tastes like syrup.
Looks like
you'll have it. All right, there you go. All right, on the count of three, we're going to down these and down that. You ready? I'm with you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Is it Storm? Yeah, okay. Come on, Storm. Come on. That's it, Storm, come.
Okay.
You throw up, you lose.
That's all
Okay. It's so good.
How you feel?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
20 minutes, we're going to see how you feel, all right?
Oh, what happens in 20 minutes?
Devil catches up with you. Come on, we're going to do another one. We'll do another one.
That's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Storm and Eric Young back there. The drinking contest continues. It's tag
Chasing
team.
the devil, what they said there. Holy cow, looks like EY was enjoying himself quite immensely.
Look like it as well. Here's the taglines for our tag title match at Bound for Glory. The Steiners beat 3D in the tables match to move up the ladder in the tag division. Styles on Impact. Confidence turns to cockiness when, of all things, he challenged Scott Steiner to that takedown match. It all started at Bound for Glory. Christian's Coalition beat Team Pac-Man for the tag team titles, Styles and Tomko, followed by turning back the challenge of LAX. Tonight, the Steiners stand in their way.
Ladies and gentlemen, TNA's Genesis continues with a TNA World Tag Team Championship match. Scheduled for one fall, introducing team number 1, the Challengers. From Detroit, Michigan, the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, they are the Steiner Brothers.
The pride of the Steiner brothers got certainly reflected recently on our Impact broadcast. This past Thursday, that ridiculous challenge by AJ Styles, thinking that he was going to beat the University of Michigan All-American Amateur Wrestler Big Papa Pump. There he is, Scott Steiner, in that takedown challenge. That has just fueled this rivalry.
Sometimes you try to play mind games and they can backfire, and AJ Styles did. And now you've got to wonder what's going through the mind of AJ when he realized what Scott can do one-on-one.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents are the TNA World Tag Team Champions from Jacksonville, Florida, Tomko, and from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The tag team that you may not like, but the tag team that you must respect. And they have been like butter. They've been on a roll here in TNA. They win the tag gold at Bound for Glory. The impressive win on over for LAX on Impact in the title defense, but now the experience of Rick and Scott. The legendary Steiner brothers stand in their way.
Well, they are the perfect combination. I mean, look at Tomko, that power, that size, that strength, that confidence. And then AJ Styles, no matter what you think of him, I don't think I've ever seen a better athlete inside the ring. He can do so many things, so many ways he can beat you. And they use that combination like they've been wrestling together for 20 years, which is about what the Steiner brothers have been, and that is the main experience edge that they're going to have.
Referee Andrew Thomas holds the championship belts aloft, holds them high. There you see the close-up look at Tomko, and it's not often that you see the Steiner brothers go into a match where Scott Steiner has someone on the opposite side who is his physical match, who's even with him. And that's exactly what we have with this tag team. You mentioned it earlier, Don. It's the perfect combination. The speed, the agility, the balance, the overall athletic ability of AJ, and there's that cockiness as well. Remember when Christian Cage told the phenomenal AJ Styles recently on Impact, he told him that when I'm not in the Impact Zone, when I'm not here at a TNA event, you're in charge. But AJ, that really went to his head, calls himself the captain now, to the point where he even challenged Steiner to that takedown match.
And I almost think the reason that Christian Cage did that because he's a little bit intimidated by Tomko, where he's not by the phenomenal AJ Styles. And like you said, AJ Styles took it as a badge of honor, and he's just brimming with confidence now, even more so than he's ever been. And you can see he's just yapping at all times at Scott Steiner, but you know that's not going to get the head of Scott. Man, he just grabs that arm and just jerks it with authority.
Remember on Impact, he took that powder, he threw it right in the eyes, right in the face of Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, enabling AJ to take control of that takedown challenge. But then when Steiner got back on track, he just embarrassed him. And now you know that the pride of the University of Michigan All-American is on display here. Powerful move, driving AJ down to the mat.
Well, nobody can shorten the ring like Scott Steiner can. He gets a hold of you and does things like that. You're not going anywhere, and he'll just keep you right where he wants. And man, you can feel the knife edge chop as he just puts it on AJ Styles. Oh man, that was literally took him up to the top of the rope.
That one's lighting up the chest, no question. From outside, Tomko and Steiner, that's the showdown we wanted to watch. That momentary hesitation when Scott turned away, made eye contact with Tomko. Really hurt him at that point as Styles caught him unaware with the kick. Now goes slingshot cross body block.
Well, that's exactly what we're talking about, on how well they work together. Tomko hesitated just enough to give AJ Styles the breathing room he needed. Then one kick, and then he comes flying over the ropes and lands on top of Scott Steiner, and Scott Steiner didn't have a chance. And look at this, a quick roll-up right there by AJ Styles, but doesn't have enough to pin Big Papa Pump.
I mean, you gotta like it when the momentum of your match turns just because of the physical presence of Tomko outside. Momentarily took Big Papa Pump out of his game, and AJ takes advantage of that opening. Steiner catches him coming in with the boot, plants him belly to belly. Here's the leg hook, here's the pin attempt, here's the 2 count.
Look how Scott Steiner had that pin attempt cinched in. I mean, it's amazing that AJ was able to get the shoulder up, but you can see that wrestling background that Scott Steiner has. He knows that you kind of get him in that cradle like that, and it's so hard to get your shoulder up. AJ able to do it. Now we see the other partners, Rick Steiner, and of course Tomko.
You're right, the 2 fresh men now to square off. We see the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner overpowering Tomko momentarily, but out of the corner, he unleashes those big shots. Then you see that quick double-leg takedown by Rick Steiner, now riding him and putting in those big shots to the back, those clubbing blows that we have seen through the years from Rick Steiner that he has made so famous, those cross-face type big punches. Oh man, Death Valley drivered him right on his head.
Well, that's how you take care of Tomko. I mean, he was able to stay away from him, stay behind him, and obviously he's fearless. But wait a minute again, AJ Styles now distracting Rick Steiner, and if you look, Tomko able to get to his feet and then kill him with a clothesline.
Pin, 2, decapitation clothesline leads to a near fall there by Tomko. They went to the well a second time with that move, and it worked for them twice.
Well, it's almost like they've got it figured out. If I'm in trouble, do something to distract. Anything to let me get back on my feet, and now look at that. Tomko goes for the pin, but Rick Steiner able to get the shoulder time, and that just shows you the strength of Tomko.
To the corner, and you can see now that they're going to cut off the ring. They position Rick Steiner on their side. Tag is in to Styles. Series of shots on Rick. Brings him back out towards the middle, and you see the comeback attempt immediately thwarted. The two punches, the right and the left by Rick Steiner, stopped by AJ. Steiner catches him with an overhand right, but then goes right back down, and AJ is in control.
Well, he knew that Rick Steiner was still hurting from what Tomko slammed him down, so AJ uses those kicks and just goes for the gut, but Steiner now kind of telegraphs it there, and AJ!
Sunset flip roll through, and then a Steiner line by Rick from his knees was on the money.
Well, AJ got himself in a position where he couldn't get to his feet. He couldn't get up to hit him with a drop kick, which I think he was going to try to do. And now Scott comes right in and clotheslines them both. And again, oh man, he just a display of strength.
Uh-oh, here goes Tomko, going to release him as well. Suplex first for AJ, tossed him overhead. Then the side suplex for Tomko, and he just T-bone style.
Absolutely just manhandles him there, and now you can see going for the pin, but Tomko doesn't allow it, and then Rick Steiner just gets in there and a melee kind of breaks out.
Rick drops down to the floor. Rick Steiner and Tomko fight outside. Meanwhile, Legal Man, AJ back body dropped up into the lights by Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump sent him all the way up to the top of the impact zone and had to knock the air out of AJ. And what we didn't see was Tomko just slammed Rick Steiner into the rail and allows him to get up here. And now they've got Big Papa Pump.
Oh,
and he just powerbombs him down.
Tomko powerbombs Big Scott Steiner. AJ crashes down on Scott. Cover 2.
Unbelievable, able to get the shoulder up after that. That was 2 wicked hits that Big Papa Pump just took.
You're right, the key to that, while Styles and Scott Steiner fought inside, was Tomko taking Rick Steiner out of the play. Sent him into the steel. That enables the champs to maintain the leverage that they have here in this title defense.
And now they've got Scott Steiner over there in their corner, and they're just doing the double team on him, and you can see the boot just applied to the neck of Scott Steiner by the big foot of Tomko, and AJ Styles now gets to the backside and lets Tomko be the legal man.
Slow to get back into this game is Rick Steiner outside. Tomko decks Scott Steiner, tags in, AJ's legal. You see there they use that 5 count from referee Andrew Thomas, choking Scott Steiner while AJ comes in, and now looks like Styles, as cocky as he is, looks like he's going to try and just pick the bones of Scott Steiner. Good luck, AJ.
I tell you though, I look at this tag team of AJ Styles and Tomko and think right now, who's hotter all over the world right now than Tomko, especially in the tag team division. Think of all the gold that he carries. And then you've got AJ Styles and all the gold that he not only carries but has carried. I mean, they really are a team that you see. But then you see Scott Steiner do that to AJ to just show you that he's got a lot of fight left. But you really look at it, Mike, and you say, wow, there's just not anything that they can't do.
Rick Steiner can't even get back up on the apron to make the tag to brother Scott. Tomko shoots him off. You talked about Tomko, champion all over the world. Here in TNA World Tag Champ, over New Japan, IWGP Tag Champion. Talking earlier about the big victory that he just had last Sunday in the Orienton Tag Team Tournament win, as we see referee Andrew Thomas put in the count.
Desperation move by Scott Steiner as he was able to take them both out. As all 3 of them there trying to get to their feet, you see Rick Steiner now
finally going to get back into the game here.
Getting up to the ring apron and reaching his hand out, and there's the tag by Scott, and now Rick able to come in fresh.
Big right hand first. Follow-up Steiner line just turned him inside out. AJ in trouble. Attention turned to Big Tomko.
Now he goes right back after AJ and going to try to close the gap, and look, that's how you do it. And oh man, looked like AJ landed it wrong. And look at what he did to Tomko. He saw him coming and met him head on, and now a belly-to-belly there by Scott. And oh man.
Yeah, and the release suplex by Rick Steiner on AJ Styles.
I'm telling you, the Steiner brothers have taken total control of this when it looked like Tomko and AJ were in command.
Check this out. Gonna put him up on the shoulders, and you know that he wants the bulldog from Rick. Here it comes. Top rope bulldog.
Just all the way to the mat from the top of the rope. AJ Styles out. That's it. Oh, Tonko broke it up, and a good thing he did because AJ clotheslined him out of the ring.
How about Tonko getting manhandled that time? Fired out to the floor by Scott Steiner, who's in pursuit.
Scott Steiner got a hold of him, and now right into the steel ring post, and that's how you stop Tonko. And oh no,
look out.
Right here at the table, he slams him into the table.
Cracked his head right off the table. They're fighting out here in front of us. I think AJ just laid out Rick Steiner in the ring. Gonna look away for a second. Look out! Steel chair being taken away by Tonko. The referee cuts through.
Andrew Thomas in a bold, crazy move, taking the chair out of his hands. And as Tonko's addressing it, he gets creamed by Scott Steiner. And in the ring, you've got AJ and Rick, but no referee.
There goes Rick off into the ropes. Rick Steiner just powerbombs. AJ, we got to keep our eyes out here between Tonko, the referee Andrew Thomas, Scott Steiner as well, just a few feet away from us.
Well, Rick has got his pinned in the ring. He's got his pinned in the ring. AJ's out. AJ's not doing anything but with the referee knocked down here in front of us, and his fight's right in front of our table. So we're trying to call the action, but we got to be careful we don't get killed. But Scott Steiner right now has got Tonko in the rail and just kicking the crap out of him, and now Tonko fighting back.
Look out.
Oh no, AJ.
Styles has the steel chair. Realistically, the Steiner brothers should be tag champs. Missed him. Missed him with that wild swing. Oh, what a low. Oh!
Creeps him with that chair. And the referee's knocked down.
Tonko slided him. He did. Tonko slides the referee in. AJ cover.
1, 2, not that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, Tonko and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Steiner's had the win. Steiner's had the tag team titles in their grasp, but because Scott Steiner and Tonko were fighting outside, because the referee was trying to separate them, AJ sneaks in, uses the chair, and yes, AJ Styles and Tonko have retained the TNA championships. Well, we are going to assume now that this limo, the white stretch, is the one that contains Sting's mystery partner. When will the mystery partner be revealed? Up next, Robert Roode, Samoa Joe. That's the way you take care of the coalition. Keep your eyes on the instant classic. Christian tapping. He's got the rear naked choke. That's Robert Roode.
Got a chair in hand. Oh my God, he just waffled him in the back.
It began with ruthless aggression.
What matters to me is the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The only way to become the top dog was to take out the top dog.
And look at this! It's the Samoan submission machine! Takes the chair out! Oh, he crashes up!
You can't do this! That's a disqualification!
One man settling the score.
Samoa Joe is ready for Robert Roode. Snap slam!
He's got him here in the choke!
Samoa Joe goes airborne!
A moment of triumph.
He's ticked off that Miss Brooks wasn't able to get the pin.
I am sick and tired of watching you treat her like this.
Oh, she just slapped the taste right out of Robert Roode's mouth.
Turns into blind rage.
And here comes the Samoan submission machine.
Fury is unleashed.
You could see the blood gushing from Joe, the blood gushing from Roode.
He is hell-bent on respect. His name is Revenge. Robert Roode with Ms. Brooks goes one-on-one with the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
I'm here with Robert Roode and the lovely Miss Brooks. Now, Robert, tonight the tensions are running high as you prepare for another bloody battle with Samoa Joe. Judging from the past encounters...
Shut up! All right? What do you know? You know how to hold a microphone. That's exactly what you need to do. You just shut up and hold a microphone.
Okay.
Tonight, Robert Roode makes a name for himself at the expense of the Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe, look into my eyes. I don't fear you. I'm not afraid of you. 2 weeks ago, I made you bleed like the pig that you are. And tonight at Genesis, I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna make you weep. I'm gonna make you moan like the bitch that you are. Tonight, Robert Roode kills Samoa Joe. And as far as you're concerned, look at me. As far as you're concerned, stay out of my way. Let's go. I said, are your ears painted on? Let's go!
Who's the woman?
What?
The woman in the crowd with the sign. Who is she?
Oh, that woman. I thought she was your friend.
Don't.
Let's go. I said now!
Ladies and gentlemen, the following grudge match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Ms. Brooks from Wall Street in Manhattan, New York, Robert Roode.
Just so difficult to watch this relationship between Robert Roode and Ms. Brooks. You'll recall that Roode inherited the millions from his family. At the same time, yes, Ms. Brooks has family problems, Don, to the point where she has to put up with this in order to continue to send money to her family. Then when you factor in the Robert Roode fan at ringside, this is a weird triangle.
Well, you can see the jealousy's rearing its ugly head now with Miss Brooks, and you know, it's funny, the way Robert Roode treats her, you think she'd want to find a way to get out of it, and you can see her right there with the Hire Me Robert sign, and oh man, if looks could kill, Miss Brooks would have taken the head off of that gal, and you can see it's right back at her from the crazed fan that Robert Roode has. But you know, you mentioned it, sometimes you're just forced to do things that you don't want to, and that's exactly what's happened with Miss Brooks. But I am looking so forward to Samoa Joe and Robert Roode in the ring.
And his opponent from American Samoa, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
The Samoan dancers in the impact zone, yes, herald the arrival of the man who is certainly looking for both retribution and revenge, especially after what has gone down in recent weeks on Impact broadcasts. Among the bloodiest brawls that we have seen in an awful long time. And you talk about striding down that ramp, headed towards the ring with purpose, with fire in his eyes. That's Samoa Joe.
It's just the way that this feud escalated. I mean, it was one of those things where it's almost like it just turned on, you know what I mean? It started with Robert Roode grabbing the hair of Gail Kim, and then it kicked Joe, and it was like one rail shot too many, one shot into the steps, and the next thing you know, it became a war. And you can see Samoa Joe's not forgotten for 1 second as he goes flying around trying to catch Robert Roode.
And of course, what Robert Roode said earlier to Ms. Brooks, just stay out of my way. You can see that Joe quickly slides into the ring, grabs Roode by the hair, and then, oh man, just hip tossed him high over the top rope.
Well, you can just see the anger boiling out of Samoa Joe. Now, Robert Roode, don't disrespect him. I mean, you don't have to like him, but we know how talented he is. But Samoa Joe right now is just focused, and you can see the satisfied look on Miss Brooks' face. I don't care. She loves to see Robert Roode take that punishment.
Roode said earlier he was going to make a name for himself tonight at Genesis at the expense of Samoa Joe. You'll recall that leading up to this match, the Fight for the Right tournament, Don, where we saw first Robert Roode eliminate Samoa Joe when he came down and interfered. And then it was Samoa Joe who came down during Robert Roode's match, and he interfered, eliminating, yes, Robert Roode from that Fight for the Right tournament. This isn't a tournament matchup, but it is definitely about retribution.
Oh, yeah, it became a bloodbath then after that. Samoa Joe, I'll tell you something, though. If Robert Roode wants to make a name for himself, if he wants to put the whole world on notice and say, I am here, I'm arrived, you better respect it, well then beat Samoa Joe, and that'll get you all the acclaim that you want.
Slingshot move that time by Robert Roode. As you see Samoa Joe just walk away, you mentioned it earlier, Ms. Brooks looks on pretty approvingly, actually laughing at Roode. Here comes 280. That's 300 pounds that just went into Robert Roode. I think he just ended up crashing into our table.
I could see his head poking through underneath it. That's how hard he crashed him. I mean, unbelievable, the force of Samoa Joe's suicide dive on Robert Roode into the concrete. And I'll tell you something, that's the kind of thing that'll just take you completely out of your game. And look at him. It takes him over to the rail and puts him right into the rail. Right in front of his fan. That sends a message.
Oh!
What a kick.
Man, did he just unleash a kick. That thing was vicious. That was brutal. What a stiff, lethal kick. Joe going to clear out the ringsiders here and pick up a steel chair.
Man, he just had a target. He just told the guy to get up. Takes the chair now, and he's going to slam Robert Roode on it. Oh, what a chop. And you know what he wants to do next.
Little Olay time here for Samoa Joe.
Oh, Robert Roode was ready for it. Oh, slam that foot. Caught that foot and slammed it into the rail with authority.
Think of what the damage can do, Don, to your foot, to your ankle, to your whole leg. And you can see Joe's holding his knee. That thing was viciously thrown into the steel. Now raking the back of Samoa Joe. Just tries to move away from Roode, just to get a little distance between the two. And Roode is on him like a full court press.
Joe was trying to get that death blow, kind of end it early and send a message. Robert Roode scouting it, prepared for it. Now look at Roode. One shot after another. Like I said, you don't have to like him, but we've seen him do some things in the ring, and we've always talked about his potential. We've always talked that Robert Roode could be as good as Robert Roode wants to be.
The snap suplex by Roode as Joe crashes down back first on the entrance ramp. We saw the look of determination from Samoa Joe when he came down towards the ring. But Don, when he came right here by our broadcast table just a minute or so ago, I saw a look in his eyes that I haven't seen. Oh, gosh. There goes Roode into the steel step shoulder first, and Joe's measuring him.
Oh, there's the play. Right onto the steps, and I'll tell you, he got even twice the force that he would have got if he'd hit him with the rail. So a heads up. And listen to that crowd, and they know that Robert Roode has just been creamed.
You can sense that Joe feels here that he's not going to allow Roode to make a name for himself at his own expense. He rolls Roode into the ring, and Robert Roode is dazed. Straight chop to the back, boot to the chest. Here comes Joe off the ropes, drops the knee right across the neck of Robert Roode.
I mean, Robert Roode right now, he doesn't even know where he is. He's trying to get to the ropes, trying to get to his feet, trying to figure things out, but Samoa Joe just relentless, not stopping, and just throwing with authority. Look at him come in, and there's the kick. Spins around and kicks in the back of the head, and look at him just drop like a stone.
Gonna roll him over here. Ms. Brooks likes it. Here's the pin, 2 count only, shoulder up by Roode before Samoa Joe can hang on to the 3 count.
Wow, that was impressive right there by Robert Roode, just able to get that shoulder up. I mean, it looked like he was done. Samoa Joe, though, doesn't stop, goes right back after him.
Positions Roode up on the top. The knife edge chop, then the open hand slap. Roode tries to fight back from the top rope and gonna go shortcut here and rake the eyes of Joe.
Well, he had to do it. Was out of desperation. And look at him go. Oh, man, he hit it. Caught the head and hit him right on the back of it. And that'll get the cobwebs flying. 1. Oh, look at Joe. That's a message he sent. Not even a 2 count.
Snap the neck of Joe coming off the ropes. The blatant chokehold. And you can see the referee counting him, and Roode says he's going to use all of that 5 seconds. I've got to 5 before you can disqualify me.
Well, the amazing thing, though, is the transformation in Robert Roode. You can see that he's just getting more and more confidence with every second. He knows he's got Joe reeling. And, I mean, he can see that he's choking him right now. And if Joe's looking at the ref, they get him to break it up. And Robert Roode's going to take advantage of every second that he can.
Confidence level rising. At the same time, I think Roode feels that to compete with Samoa Joe, he has to turn that viciousness up a notch. We saw that on Impact, the bloody brawl, and we're seeing it again here tonight at Genesis as he snaps the neck.
I mean, he sends the body going in a ways it's not supposed to do. It really is an incredible move, and he takes the force. And now Samoa Joe, look at him. It's just a sight of Joe you don't see. He's laying on that mat, and he's just totally trying to get grips of what's going on, trying to get to his feet, and Robert Roode just standing tall.
Not sure this is too wise. Robert Roode getting in the head of Joe, first bad-mouthing him, paintbrushing him lefts and rights with the slaps, and Joe fights back. Rapid-fire rights, Roode shot off into the ropes. Nice leapfrog by Robert Roode, and perfect leg extension with the drop kick. Sends Joe into the corner. Here comes Roode.
Whoa, what an elbow.
Whoa, what an elbow.
Well, he came in full speed, and he got it, but look at that. Robert Roode countered that time, and again, in the back of Joe's head. Think of the, almost a pin. Think of what Joe's gone through. The back of his head now slammed twice into the mat. And Robert Roode realized it. And you can look at Joe. You can see a look in his eyes. He just looks glazed.
Very focused attack in this matchup by Robert Roode. The series of neck breakers has definitely weakened Joe, and now you can see him working on his neck and on his traps.
You can see right now Robert Roode just grabbing around the neck and then pulling on the skin, pulling back anything that he can to cause more pain. And you can see Joe fighting through it and trying to get to his feet as he's pulling on that chain that Joe wears around his neck, but Joe gets to the feet and one shot after another. And here he goes, and what a clothesline! What a wicked clothesline by Robert Roode. Every time Joe tries to get the momentum back, oh, it was so close. So close to a pin. And Robert Roode looks frustrated right there. And look, he thought he had him. But Joe, the eyes are rolling in his head. Every time he gets close, Robert Roode has an answer.
Raking the eyes now of Samoa Joe after he continues the assault on the head and on the neck of the Samoan submission machine. Going to take it one step further here. He's got his throat positioned across the steel cable. A weary Samoa Joe, and you mentioned it just seconds ago. You can really see how dazed and confused he looks.
Well, and it's obvious that Robert Roode has got a plan in mind. He's just taking the air out of Joe and choking him every chance that he can and just doing those little things that are so hard to recover from. Raking the eyes right there.
Kind of interesting watching the body language between Robert Roode and Ms. Brooks at ringside. Opportunity was there for Ms. Brooks to take a shot at Samoa Joe, but she turned it down. She didn't do it as Roode goes right back to the offensive, working on the head and neck.
Well, I'll tell you something, that's just going to cost her after this match is over, because we know where Robert Roode will focus his rage, win or lose. He'll focus it on Miss Brooks for not doing her job in his mind. If she's going to be there ringside, she better be there to help out. And she didn't take advantage, but again, Robert Roode just choking Samoa Joe. And think about it, Samoa Joe has made so many people submit with that rear naked chokehold. It's just kind of appropriate, kind of the way that Robert Roode is doing this to Samoa Joe.
I think at the same time, he's also weakening Samoa Joe in an effort to think down the line several moves, Don. Think about that payoff suplex that he uses. This could be the perfect strategy to set Samoa Joe up for that payoff.
Unbelievable how he has just stuck with this and held on, but look at Joe. Pure determination, up to his feet. Elbow shot after elbow shot to the gut. He's able to duck under. And look at this, he's got him again.
Sleeper hold, now applied by Roode, and boy, he's got this thing cinched in beautifully. Robert Roode's #1 fan looking on from ringside. Roode had positioned the weight on this sleeper hold. Ms. Brooks just staring daggers at him.
Well, it's like on one end she wants to see Robert Roode get it from Samoa Joe, but on the other end, she doesn't want this woman coming in and interfering with Robert Roode. And now Robert Roode up high. Here he goes. Oh, what a move by Joe. He countered it and let the full weight hit the mat dead on, and that's what Joe needed.
Could this be what Samoa Joe needs to turn the tide in this matchup? Both men down, referee puts in the count. Boy, Roode has just been dominating the match. In control for the past several minutes, to the point where Samoa Joe, that's the first offensive move we've seen in ages from him.
Well, Samoa Joe was just looking for any opportunity, and what happens when you go high risk? When you go up to the top rope like that, sometimes you open that window just enough to give the opponent enough time, and he did for Samoa Joe, and he was ready for it.
Roode up to his feet first, but Joe blocks a punch and connects with one of his own, the second, a third, to fourth. Rapid fire rights. Roode shot off into the ropes. Clothesline didn't connect, but Samoa Joe caught him with that leg lariat.
And I'll tell you what, and that leg coming at that speed, and what a clothesline that was. You can now see the anger in which Joe is putting it on in 1, 2. Oh, Robert Roode able to get the shoulder up, but you can see the blood flowing in Joe's face again. The light coming. Wait a minute. Miss Brooks. Miss Brooks.
She's just laid out.
Is laying on the ground.
I don't know. Ms. Brooks just laid out here on the... We've got TNA trainers attending to her. Snap slam by Samoa Joe.
1, 2.
2 count only.
you can see they're checking on Miss Brooks. They're checking her pulse. Obviously, the #1 fan's right there by, and we're trying to call this match and keep. Oh, so close, and now look at it. He just turned him over and sitting on that back. Robert Roode, you know oh man, he didn't tap out there, but now look, Joe's applying the pressure around the head.
STF-type submission hold applied by Samoa Joe as the Samoan submission machine tries to wear down Robert Roode, and Roode going to try and make it to the ring ropes.
He's so
tough to watch the match and keep an eye on Ms. Brooks here at ringside, who's just down on the floor.
Well, he got hold of the ropes right there, and that's going to have to break it up for Joe, and that was good effort on Robert Roode's part, and you're right. They're checking on Ms. Brooks. She is just, I mean, barely moving. I don't understand.
Joe waiting, measuring as Roode comes back. There it is. He's got his applied on. Going to go for the submission here. The choke is applied, and Roode quickly makes it to the ropes to get the break.
Just holding on to him for dear life. Joe not letting go, doesn't want to let go. He wants to continue. Oh, low blow. Low blow. Low blow.
DDT by Robert Roode.
And here it is.
Pin. Here's one. Here's two. No.
Oh, Joe able to get the shoulder up in time. Robert Roode took advantage of it, and again, I see a referee fanning her, and you can see everybody else down there checking on her. And it's just a weird situation.
Checking on Ms. Brooks here at ringside, while Robert Roode unleashes first knife edge chop, then open hand slaps for Samoa Joe.
He throws him into the turn. Oh, look at that power. I mean, when Samoa Joe's ready for you, he can make you pay, and he did. He just let Robert Roode come to him, and then he took him down. And could this be?
Muscle buster attempt out of the corner, but Roode fights it off. You can see Roode with those rights, but now Samoa Joe comes back with a series of right hands before Roode blocks it.
Oh, just took the arm. Just jumped down to the floor and held onto that arm, and then bent it in a direction it wasn't supposed to go. And, oh, you know, there it is.
Northern lariat, the clothesline from behind. Here's the pin by Roode on Joe.
1, 2. Oh, Joe's got the shoulder up just in time. Robert Roode so close.
There again, you see the look right here, Don. A few feet away from us at the ringside area with the TNA training staff, referee Earl Hebner attending to Ms. Brooks. Action back in the ring with Robert Roode and Joe, and good boot by Robert Roode. Going to take Joe back out towards the middle of the ring. Going to try and overpower Joe, and pile driver.
Look at the strength of Robert Roode, and he did it, and he landed it right on the head.
Impressive.
1, 2, Robert, no! Joe got the shoulder up in time. Robert Roode that close to pinning Samoa Joe.
With a pile driver by Robert Roode on Samoa Joe. Surprised me that he was able to take him up and drop him with such ease. Now from the mount, Robert Roode with those right hands to Samoa Joe.
You can see him there trying to figure out what he wants to do next as he's pacing in the ring. Samoa Joe trying to get to his feet. And Robert Roode realizes he's this close. And what a statement that is to beat the Samoan submission machine. But look at Joe. He's not done yet, Mike.
Joe with a big shot. Has Roode positioned in the corner. Going to try and whip him across, and does. Into the turnbuckles, and as Joe comes in, Robert Roode gets the boot up right to the chest. Now going to take him back out again. Going to go for the payoff. Suplex attempt. Looks down to ringside. It was almost like he just brushed it away. As we see Joe position Roode up, and there's the kick.
What a kick! It's amazing.
Here comes a muscle buster.
He's got him in the muscle buster. Robert Roode set up, and you can see, oh, he takes it down. And here it is. 1, 2. He's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Robert Roode promised that he would make a name for himself at the expense of Samoa Joe, but that does not happen tonight at Genesis. Samoan submission machine victorious.
Unbelievable how he's able to counter and come back. And let's show you that finish of this match again is Robert Roode doing so well, but there's the muscle buster, and when he hits it that hard on the head, and then the 3 count, he never stood a chance.
The Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe gets the win tonight at Genesis over Robert Roode. What a hard hitting, what a physical matchup this was. Samoa Joe gets the win. Ms. Brooks taken away from the ringside area. Ladies and gentlemen, there you see it. The limo outside the impact zone here at Genesis. This has to contain Sting's mystery partner here tonight in that TNA tech match. Wow.
Stop worrying about it. Stop watching that. Kurt, I told you I've been taking care of business the last few weeks. Kurt, will you listen to me? JB, turn that off.
Don't touch it.
Kurt, listen to me. I told you I have everything under control. It doesn't matter who the partner is. It does not matter.
It does matter.
Kurt,
There's nothing under control here.
Stop.
I need to find out who's in that limo right now. Let's go.
JB,
Let's go.
No, Kurt, it doesn't matter.
Kurt, I don't think going on the limo is a good idea.
Settle down. Stop worrying about who it is.
Settle down.
Yeah, no, you need to settle down. We need to find Kevin.
There's too many people out there. We'll never get to the limo. There's too many people.
Get on the same page.
Forget about Kevin.
You stop.
Kurt, stop. No, Jake, put your damn microphone down and help me. Stop him.
You stop him. You
Find
married
it out right now. Nobody's going to
get through this limo. I'm telling you, bad idea. Bad idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, caught off guard here at Genesis. Dissenting opinions there from the Angle family. Karen Angle says that everything's under control, taking care of business. Kurt doesn't think so. He's headed out to the limo to find out who the mystery partner is.
Well, he's just frustrated beyond belief. He can't take it anymore. He wants the confrontation, and I understand we've got the cameras outside.
Finally, cameras are
gonna see what's
positioned in
going
place. Let's take it back outside.
Not a good idea. Not a good idea. You don't know who's in there. Kurt.
Look at this.
And
It's
here's
Sting! Sting and Angle battling outside. Security in to separate them.
And he still doesn't know who the mystery partner is.
It only happens once a year, the TNA Fight for the Right tournament. An opportunity for one man to overcome the odds, outlast the competition, and earn a shot at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Last month at Bound for Glory, we started with the Sweet 16.
It is time for the fight for the right. It's an inside-out battle royal to start it off.
After the smoke had cleared, the Elite Eight was set and the tournament was ready to take center stage.
Oh, that is huge. Kaz moves on from the quarterfinals to the semifinals of the fight for the right. That's Robert Roode.
Got a chair in hand. Oh, my God, he just waffled him in the back.
He's got the ropes hook. He used it for extra leverage, and Christian Cage gets the win in the fight for the right semis. What a huge win for Kaz. He advances in the fight for the right.
Now, only two remain.
Kaz versus Christian Cage in a ladder match.
Kaz, the Cinderella story, looking for his very first TNA World Title shot. The instant classic Christian Cage, looking to regain a shot at the title that he never lost. Who will climb the ladder of success and gain the elusive title of #1 contender? Who will become the new #1 contender for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship? The Fight for the Right tournament final is next, as Kaz faces the instant classic Christian Cage in a ladder match.
Christian Cage, tonight you've got a ladder match against Kaz. Now let's face it, Kaz is going to try to make a name for himself at your expense.
Do you know how many times over my career that I've heard people say that? That they're gonna make a name for themselves at my expense? Do you know what that means to me? That means absolutely nothing, because it's never happened. And guess what? It's not gonna happen tonight. Kaz, you're showing up here at Genesis tonight, and you're not only gonna try to prove that you deserve to be in the ring, but you're gonna try to prove that you deserve to be breathing the same air as the instant classic. This is my match, Kaz. This is a ladder match for the #1 contender spot for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I hope you're strapped in tight, because not only am I gonna take you, but I'm gonna take your body on places that you never dreamed of it going. You wanna go to the top? Tonight, I take you to the top, but know this, once you get there, there's only one place to go. If you don't know, now you know. AJ Tomko tonight, I'm gonna make a statement. I got a point to prove tonight. And I don't want either one of you anywhere near ringside. You stay back here and you watch me make an example out of Kaz. You got that?
Gotcha, champ. Gotcha.
AJ, look at me, I'm serious. Don't come anywhere near ringside tonight, all right?
I got you. Hey, you follow my lead, okay?
Hey, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm pretty sure he's serious.
Captain, me, not you, Captain AJ.
whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a ladder match, and the fight for the right tournament final, the winner to become the #1 contender for the TNA World Championship. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
Pretty safe to say that Christian Cage has got his game face on for this matchup, and this is a return match, a rematch. The fight for the right tournament final. The #1 contender, the TNA Championship, is at stake because the winner of this match, yes, is in line for a shot at the world's heavyweight champion, whoever that will be, after our tag team match for the title, which is yet to come. Big advantage here, though, however, for Christian Cage, and you see it right there as he climbs up the ladder. Who's better in the ladder match than Christian Cage, Don?
Well, he's got to be brimming with confidence, knowing it is his signature match. It's a match that he's been in so many times, and it's something that Kaz just isn't quite as familiar with. But you know what? Kaz has earned the right to be here, and in his mind, this is just the next step to a title shot.
And his opponent from Anaheim, California, Kaz.
In the absence of Jim Cornette, representing TNA management on Impact, we saw Matt Morgan come down and make quite a decision. He decided that the match, the fight for the right tournament final, which we all thought that Christian Cage had won. We all thought that Christian Cage was in line for a shot at the TNA World's Heavyweight Champion. Morgan says that's not the case. We're going to have a rematch at the Genesis pay-per-view. Title shot hangs in the balance. It's a ladder match, and there you see, high above the six-sided ring, the contract hanging. Yes, the idea in this matchup is to climb up that ladder, take down that contract, win the match, and get the world's title shot.
I'll tell you, though, I have to applaud Matt Morgan for making the decision. Yes, technically it was Kaz that initiated the contact on AJ Styles and Tomko when they came to the ring, but it was the right thing to do. Too much is at stake. You're talking about a title shot, and I like the fact that he had the rematch made for tonight. Now, on another end, you might not like the fact that he made it a ladder match, something that Christian is so familiar with and so good at, but at least Kaz is getting that second chance.
We talked about it earlier with the Motor City Machine Guns. We also mentioned it on Thursday Night Impact, that this match has to be, this fight for the right tournament final, by far the biggest of the career of Kaz. An opportunity, Don, to prove to all of us that he belongs along with someone like the instant classic Christian Cage, who's accomplished so much in his career.
And you know what? No matter what happens tonight, he shouldn't hold his head low for 1 second. He has proven he can stay with the best in the world. But it's got to be something to him realizing he's this close to a world title shot. And you know what? That motivates some people beyond anything. And he's just come so far, so fast, and it's been a fun journey to watch.
Son of a bitch! Whoa. Referees positioned outside the ring, Andrew Thomas and Earl Hebner here at ringside, because it's not about pins or submissions in this match. It's about wearing down your opponent to the point where you feel, Don, that you can get that ladder into the ring and not have to worry about your opponent. They climb the ladder and take down the contract. Beautiful series of offensive moves. Great flurry by Kaz.
Well, Kaz is just so athletic. I mean, that's one of the things that you have to admire about him is he is so versatile, and there are so many different ways that he can beat you. He goes and grabs the ladder, but there is that inexperience in a ladder match. Takes him too long to bring it to the ring. Christian just leaps on him, and you can see how he took advantage of it.
Also have to question, Don, that it's so early in the match when Kaz tried to bring the ladder into play. I don't think he had sufficiently worn down Christian to the point where he could just use the ladder. Now, maybe he was thinking that he could use the ladder as a weapon against Christian Cage. I'm not sure. Christian Cage just unleashes the offense right there with a beautiful elbow and then takes the bottom of the boot and skids it right across the face and nose of Kaz.
Well, the key is you got to have patience. You mentioned it. This is a match of attrition. You have to have patience and take the opportunity when you can. And if you make a mistake in a match like this, it can be costly. And you can see there, Christian Cage saw Kaz coming. He did the thing he had to do. Dropped the ladder and just nailed him with the kick to the gut.
Takes Kaz, tosses him back on the apron, picks up the ladder, and just when he was going to use it as a weapon against Kaz, Kaz caught him back with a kick, and then just springboards back, and he just crashed right down onto the ladder. That move may have hurt Kaz almost as much as it did Christian Cage.
I'll tell you what, I could see blood dripping on the lip of Christian Cage, and it looked like he had his arm caught in the ladder. What a defensive move by Kaz, but he just went for it. He just turned around, jumped off of the ropes, onto the ladder, right into Christian Cage. Now, I'll tell you something.
Did you take a look right above at the eye line, right at the eyebrow of Christian Cage? I mean, the ladder match is so dangerous, Don. It is so dangerous, and we can see that Christian has been busted open when the contact was made with that ladder.
No, he's going to have a black eye for sure if he just got it caught, and that's what happened. I mean, it's metal, and when you do a move like Kaz did, there's no telling what can happen. Look at this. Christian Cage grabbing another ladder that was underneath the ring any way that he can, and now he's got Kaz on that ramp, and look at this. Christian setting it up kind of like a bridge.
Positioning the ladder, using the ring apron on one side and the steel guardrail on the other. Back to the offensive, shoots him off underneath. Great move by Kaz to avoid making contact with the ladder. Then he takes the head of Christian and just smashes it right down in again. The bloody face of Christian Cage, and there's an elbow shot.
I'll tell you, everything that Christian Cage is trying is backfiring. You've got to give it to Kaz. He's obviously done his homework. Not intimidated him, but he just made a mistake there, and he got himself in a bad position, and Christian just kicked him right where it hurts the most, and now look at this.
Yeah, no counter for a move like that or this. Never saw it coming, did Kaz. You see both boots of Christian going directly into the face of Kaz, who then crashes down back first against that ladder, and
Think about what those rungs of the ladder do to your back. That metal, as you see the bloody face, and you got to wonder if that's going to hurt Christian in being able to see, but oh my God! He just hit him with a frog splash right on top of the ladder. You've got to be kidding me!
We got to see this again.
Look at
the looks around the ringside area. Take into consideration what you're watching here. That's someone, Don, that 235 pounds is coming off of a frog splash onto just a ladder that is just immovable. There's just nowhere for Kaz to go. You just feel the total brunt of the impact of that move.
Kaz got the brunt of it as the full weight of Christian Cage landed on him, and he had that ladder secured, like you said. And that shows you how strong those are. It is the metal ladders, and I mean, it didn't even bend. And he nailed them, and oh man, that's just, Kaz has got to be absolutely devastated. As you can see him grabbing, clutching, and ribs could be broken after something like that.
A weary Christian Cage, however, as Kaz tries to slide in underneath. Christian making his way up the ladder. He's got his fingertips on that contract. Kaz slides in and then tossed him right down off the ladder. But Christian lands on his feet. This is the experience factor that he has in this kind of a match, where you can get tossed off the ladder, land on your feet, come right back, and then drop your opponent with a clothesline.
Well, he saw it coming, and he realized it was going to happen. There was nowhere for him to go. So he just let him do it. He let him take the ladder and push it over. And like you said, let it what a move by Kaz as he spun him around. Face first into the ladder, he's caught. Looks like his arms are stuck.
The already bloody lip, the bloody eye, the bloody face of Christian Cage has to even take more damage when he just got shot right off into the ladder, and now,
He went to the well one time too often, and you almost could sense that Christian Cage was waiting for it, and when he came in, he just flung that ladder right at Kaz, and this just shows you how dangerous of a match this is, and that they're willing to go through it to get a title shot.
That's the key.
How important the TNA World Championship is.
Shows you how dangerous it is, and it shows you at the same time how important this match is to these two competitors, with that World Championship shot hanging in the balance. Kaz in trouble, obviously. Catapult move on the way. Look out for the ladder. God.
Nowhere for him to go. Nowhere for him to go, and it has been one brutal shot after another, Professor. Holy crap!
You look around ringside, Don, you see the looks on the faces of the fans. You see the looks on the faces of the announcers as well, as we see just how brutal, how vicious this match has been. as Christian Cage tries to make his way up the ladder in the Instant Classic. Almost can sense that he's got a world's title shot. Just tear down that contract. Here comes Kaz trying to make a comeback.
But they've lost their mobility. They've been hit so many times that it's hard for them to keep their balance. And look at Kaz grabbing hold of that leg, fighting with everything he's got, and he pulls it down.
You said it in the first couple of minutes of this match. It's a match of attrition, and that's really what it's become. We sensed that right from the start. We knew that this was going to be violent. We knew it was going to be dangerous. We knew it was going to be brutal, and it's all of the above.
I'll tell you, those ladders have been in play from the beginning so many times, you don't see them till the very end after they've taken care of the opponent, but they've been using them as weapons. I mean, it's just unreal. And every time you think Christian Cage is in control, Kaz turns it around. When you think Kaz has got it in control, Christian Cage turns it around. Now look at this. He's going to use it as a baseball bat, and he just brings him and knocks him out. And this is Kaz's opportunity right here.
Swinging the ladder like the weapon is gone described, and the contact that was made with Christian Cage drives him completely out of the ring. You see that Christian had this some sense at least to look up momentarily and get a feel for the situation on where Kaz is with the ladder in regards to the contract. Kaz trying to climb up, realizes that he's got to reposition the ladder so that he can reach up and grab the contract. At the same time, Christian Cage is coming up on the floor.
Well, again, by putting the ladder in the wrong spot, that cost him. If he could have got it, he's so close. He's so close. Oh my gosh. He took the ladder and just hit him right under the arm, and now he's setting it up. Both of the guys now have ladders, but it looks like Kaz reeling in pain from that shot, but look at that, Christian's too far from it himself.
That desperation shot with the ladder was really Christian Cage's only option. Kaz had his hands up on the contract. He was getting ready to tear it down. This is where the danger level, Don, just rises several notches. My God, look how high up they are.
This is not going to end good. There's no way that it can, and you can see both of them trying to get their balance. Both of them knowing how oh no, oh my God! Christian Cage!
Inverted DDT, yes, from several rungs up on the ladder, guys, in the truck. Keith Mitchell, you got to take another look at this.
Look at this! Oh, he just got him and hit him with that inverted DDT. You can see Kaz. He knew he was in trouble, and you could see the head flop up and then go right back down.
God, the impact as Kaz crashed down. You can see the blood from Christian Cage that's flowed from his head onto the body of Kaz. Christian tries to position the ladders.
Well, you can see
both men have just taken a severe beating in this match.
No, and you can see Christian can't get his balance. Can't get his balance, and the ladder's not cooperating. So what does he do? He improvises. That's what makes him so great in a match like this. Any way that he can get the victory, he will. If it means putting the ladders away and taking care of Kaz first and then just going up and getting it, that's what he'll do.
Yes, he's got the experience. He also has the success in this kind of a match. And you can see that a weary Kaz will land on his feet, float over.
Wow.
How about that for a monkey flip?
What a counter! What a counter by Kaz! I mean, he has been so impressive in a match he's not familiar with, using that athletic ability at every turn. And you can see Christian, and look at he goes right back again, and he hits him with a leg drop.
Springboard off the middle rope, the leg drop, and yes, again, the back of Christian gets crushed right against the ladder. Kaz regroups, Kaz looks around, realizes that he's got to get that ladder in position and tear down the contract if he wants to get a shot at the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that might be after the main event tonight.
But look where Christian's located, though. It's preventing Kaz from climbing up, so he just uses it a weapon again and just crushes him.
Almost like he suplexed the ladder onto the prone body of Christian Cage.
Now what's he doing? He's putting the ladder outside of the ropes.
Well, I can say this, for someone who really has not had much experience in a ladder match,
pretty innovative.
I was just going to say that Kaz has got a game plan, he's got a strategy.
Too far again, though.
He's way too far away.
Is he going to try to leap for it?
I have no idea. He's going to try and climb up. He uses the ring ropes, then up, Yes, to the top of the ladder. You're still too far away.
Too far away. He can see it. He knows it's there. He knows he's close.
Oh, God, from the top. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, jeez, he broke his leg, man. That's unbelievable. Oh, if he didn't, he has to be close. He realized he couldn't get it, so he thought he'd take Christian out of it. If we can see that again, I want to show you the impact.
I had to turn away from the monitor just at the point of contact. Around ringside, you can see the looks on the faces of the fans. Look at this, guys.
Oh, my God. Christian rolled away, and he was in no man's land.
We take another look at the impact on. How about the audio that we heard on the first replay when you just heard at the point of contact when that impact was made with the ladder, and yes, the very unforgiving steel, and he now uses it as a weapon, does Christian, sliding the ladder, and I think he caught him flush in the back, and there it is again, right in the back.
Just using it like a sled and just sending it forward, and he's got it trapped around that ring post. His legs trapped in the rope. Christian Cage.
Kaz is toast at this point.
Oh, he's got it right here. And he's got it set up where he can lean over and get it, but
here it is.
Keep in mind their balance is
Kaz
not
going
good.
to try and get back up to his feet while Christian is just a couple of feet away, now just inches away.
Look at this.
Miraculously, Kaz comes back, but Christian kicks him off at the free leg.
But again,
there it is. He's got his hand on the contract.
Look at this. He just kicked him. He just kicked him. Unbelievable. The contract man fell, but the board's still up there that they got to bring down. Look at this. What a shot. What a shot.
What an incredible match this has been. The return match, the rematch, and yes, the fight for the right tournament final.
They're letting them know that nobody's going to be cheated. They got to go up and they got to bring the clipboard down.
That's the key. You're right, Don. The contract fell off, but the clipboard is still in place, and that is what you must take down. You've got to get possession of that clipboard and take it down to win the match.
Good call right there. Good call by the officials, and they can see it now. AJ Styles and Tomko have come out on the ramp, and it just made Kaz look at him.
There it is.
And Christian Cage is so close.
But remember, he said earlier, he said, I don't want you to come down in this match. And now, he's telling AJ to get away. Kaz fighting up there. Who's going to take down that clipboard, and who's going to get the title shot? Kaz now moving up. Can Kaz take it down?
You can see Christian Cage fighting it out. Oh, no, you can see the ladder teetering, and there they go.
Oh, God.
And look at Christian Cage. He goes over the top. And wait a minute.
Look at Kaz. Did you see the way he landed?
Look at this. It's like he's trying to get the look at what Kaz did.
He just moves it right back into place. Tear it down.
What
Are you kidding me? He's got it. He's so close.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Kaz.
Today, he did it. Unreal. He's got himself a title shot. And in the manner he did it was what was so impressive.
Not just the manner. The fact that he beat Christian Cage, the instant classic, at his own game. He beat him at his specialty match, the ladder. Yeah, it's the biggest match of your career. Soak it in, Kaz.
I'll tell you another thing. It was almost as if AJ Styles may have inadvertently distracted Christian Cage, and Kaz took advantage even with all the odds against him. And you can see Christian Cage is just furious at AJ Styles, and Tomko is holding him back here in front of us.
My God, ladies and gentlemen, what a spectacle we have witnessed in this ladder match, and we're going to look at all the highlights. This is incredible. There's the frog splash.
Look at this. Kaz was able to spin him around, but the ladder was used as a brutal weapon. There's a catapult right into the top, but Kaz had tricks up his sleeve himself. And unreal, there was that inverted DDT.
Yeah, that inverted DDT I thought was really going to win it for him. Kaz came back, the monkey flip was really impressive. Then he used the ladder as a weapon. How did he recover from that leg drop off the top of the ladder? There's the drop kick. You saw the contract fell, not the clipboard. There you see when Styles and Tomko came out, and there is the moment of truth and the moment of victory.
What a journey, how far he's come, it's unbelievable that Kaz was able to take that ladder and get it to stand back up so he is right in front of the clipboard that held the contract, and by bringing it down, he brought down the whole package, and now he has won the fight for the right.
It's one of those matches that we'll be talking about for years. It's a career maker for Kaz. Send it backstage to Crystal. What a win, what a match.
You mean to tell me they're in there having a drinking contest right now?
Yeah, all day.
Is Eric Young drunk?
Wasted?
James Storm drunk?
Wasted.
I gotta see this. I've had a long day. I might have one
Gotta
myself
see.
here. Guys! What's going on here?
Hey, what are
What
you
are we
doing
doing?
here?
Look at this.
Hey,
A lot of empties.
You been crying? It looked like you been crying.
No, I've had a long day. I haven't been crying, though, really.
A long day.
Yeah.
Let's get him something to drink. What you want to drink?
I don't know. It's been a long day.
The good stuff. Let's do the hair of the dog. Right there is the good stuff. Yeah.
I'll say right there. You mean
No.
the flask? Yeah.
That's my boo. You take the flask.
That's your boo?
That's my
Watch it.
All right.
This?
Watch it.
Hurry up! We
Okay,
gotta get
all right.
back to social studies here.
No, listen.
Whoa.
Storm, listen. I told you it's science.
Science. Let's do
Okay, it's
let's do
sophisticated. This is science, and when this is how we do it in Canada. You said chase the dog or the devil. The devil. This is called Le Fromage. It's from Montreal. What you do is you tip it and you drink it.
Tip it and drink it.
Le Fromage.
Yeah. Oh, good. What? Whoa. Easy.
All right, here.
That's science.
Your turn. I'll pour it in there for
That's
you.
science.
Make sure you're not cheating on me.
That's
'cause
science.
I know how you Canadians are in that great state you guys got, but we're gonna do it right.
What do they call that? A beer bong, guys? I'm not familiar.
Science.
Science.
Okay.
Like social studies, but without the S.
Okay.
All right. Puke! Puke!
Oh!
Oh!
See?
Oh!
Oh, dang it! Dang it!
You're fine. What's wrong?
It's sophisticated.
Hey! I'll show you how we do it in Tennessee. You see this?
No. Don't do that.
This is my really good
No,
friend.
James, that's a bad idea. Oh, that is a bad. This is not good.
This is how we do it.
Oh.
How do you?
You can't put this in that. Oh, good lord.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Easy now, cowboy. Hey now. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Was that good?
Whoopsie daisy. Take a seat.
How you feel?
I feel good.
Huh? You think you can stand up and walk out that door with me?
Yeah. I think so.
First man out that door wins.
Okay.
On count of
First
three.
man out the door.
1, 2, 3. All right. Thanks, man. This was good.
Easy.
James! Damn, that
What?
son of a bitch is out.
Is he okay?
He's out. He's out. James.
What is it, Jackie? What does it mean?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know. You guys drink everything.
Nothing left.
I'll tell you what it means. I'm the champion.
Hey, wait. Hey, put it down. Put it down now.
No, he said.
Put
he
it
said,
down.
Hey,
Eric.
Look it.
Come on.
Driving is against
Stop
the law.
it. No.
Don't
Come
let
on.
him drive. Don't let
Eric,
him.
bring it back.
He's not gonna
Bring
need.
it back.
He's not gonna need these either.
Drag
The
it.
champion. I'm the champion. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Storm. Be careful.
Oh, Jackie!
James.
Get this dog off me. Get off me. Get off me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Mama!
What are you doing?
It's been a long day.
Oh.
A battle for the gold.
While Kurt Angle is the champion now, he might not be the champion for long.
4 legendary superstars.
Kurt Angle is going to defend the TNA World Title in a tag team match, and Nash will be his partner.
A chance for redemption.
This is disgusting! I cannot believe we're gonna see a title change!
What's there to discuss? This is cut and dried. Sting should be the TNA World Champion.
A clash of egos.
Oh, that's not sitting well with Kevin Nash. Look at that look in his face. If they can't get along here, how are they gonna partner together in Genesis?
A return to the ring.
Kevin Nash and Kurt Angle, if they can't get along, they'll get it on. They can coexist or kill each other at Genesis, but they're going to be partners.
A new face in TNA.
I'll come up with my own partner for Genesis, and I'll make sure that he's more than qualified.
2 teams, 4 men.
Angle, Nash on one side, Sting and a mystery partner on the other, and the TNA title on the line.
Fighting for a sole objective. Over 40 championships between them. But only one man will stand tall.
Who in hell is Sting partner.
I guess we'll find out on Sunday, Kurt, because it'll be showtime.
Kevin Nash, an Olympic gold medalist and current TNA World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle team up to take on the Icon Sting and a mystery partner in the tag for the title match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the level of anticipation has risen over the course of the past several weeks because of what's at stake. Yes, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, as well as the factor of the mystery partner. We're going to break it down with these bullet points. Since Kurt Angle defeated Sting to regain that TNA World title, Sting has played with Angle's mind, announcing that he had the mystery partner. Yes, tonight's main event, it's a tag match in name, but it's really every man for himself because the winner becomes the TNA champ. We are just minutes away from finding out who that mystery man is. It's the tag for the title. It's time to answer the question. Who has Sting handpicked to be his partner?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your TNA Genesis main event of the evening. A tag team match with the man scoring the pinfall or submission being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Introducing team number 1 first. From Detroit, Michigan, the Silver Fox, Kevin Nash.
Well, Mike, one thing that stands out from this show concerning Kevin Nash is what he said earlier, that he was going to walk out of here tonight the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, he's got a partner with Kurt Angle. Yes, they're going to have some level of trust, but you know it's all about one thing, and that's every man for himself and walking out with a goal.
It's the return to the ring of Kevin Nash. Yes, in this tag team matchup. Think of what Jim Cornette said when he made the announcement several weeks ago that Kurt Angle would have to team with Kevin Nash. He said, A, you can either coexist, or B, you can kill each other. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
And his tag team partner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's the only Olympic gold medalist in professional wrestling history and the TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World. He is
Remember when Kurt Angle was playing mind games with Sting? You'll recall the attack on Sting's son at the football game while Sting was several thousand miles away. Sting has turned it around completely on Kurt Angle by telling the world that he would have a mystery partner, a hand-picked partner. Angle has been just totally focused on finding out who that partner is to the point that it may hurt him.
And their opponents, first from Venice Beach, California, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting!
Kurt and Kevin, the time has come. Everything that I told you about my partner is true. Not only has he been champion everywhere that he's been in this world, but he's also one of the most deserving and genuine human beings I've ever known in this business, or that I've ever known, period. So put your seatbelts on, because it's showtime!
Oh yes, it's showtime at Genesis. You heard those final pre-match comments from the Icon himself. He's given us clues as to the identity of his mystery partner, Don. But we're about to find out once and for all who's going to join Sting in the tag for the title.
I mean, the mind games continue, and you mentioned it. It might get to the point where it hurts Kurt Angle. And keep in mind, Kurt Angle's so focused on this mystery partner that he needs to worry about 2 other things. And that's Sting, and that's Kevin Nash. Because if they get the pin, either one of them get the pin, then they will walk out the World Heavyweight Champion.
Incredible response here at Genesis. for the Icon Sting in his effort to regain the championship belt. But whoever gets the pin, whoever scores the victory, whether it be by pinfall or submission, either these four wrestlers will walk away with the TNA World Heavyweight title. And you know what? This is what we've all been waiting for, Don. Remember what Sting said. Kurt Angle, yes, you have worked with this individual in the past. Yes, you have rubbed him the wrong way. We're about to find out who that mystery partner is. 40 world championships between these four competitors. It's time to answer the mystery and reveal who the partner is that Sting has handpicked.
The anticipation level is off the charts. Everybody's standing to attention, all waiting to find out who could it be. Everyone's standing here at Genesis in anticipation of, yes, revealing who Sting's mystery partner is. What an incredible moment this is. This is what we have been waiting for weeks, Don, to find out who it is that Sting is bringing here to TNA. I can't wait any longer, and you can just feel the electricity. You can feel it. Can you dig it? Yeah! Yeah! You heard him! It's Booker T! Listen to this crowd! Oh my God! Booker T is the man that Sting handpicked to be his mystery partner in this tag for the title. What a response! What a response here in Orlando! They're blowing the roof off the Impact Zone here at Genesis. And it's almost like, you know what? I sit here and I feel like my career has come full circle. The first time that I ever interviewed a wrestler on national television, it was the Harlem Heat, and yes, their manager, Sherry Martel, and then all these many years later, believe it or not, my God, Booker T is in TNA. Did you see the look on Kurt Angle's face when Booker T came out? You can just see it wasn't who he was expecting, and it's thrown him for a curve, but I look over as I see Booker T on the ropes, feeling it just soaking in this crowd, and you can see over here on the ramp, Kurt Angle conferring with Kevin Nash, and it's like everything that he thought, it hasn't been that, and now he's got to figure out a way to keep that world championship, and Sting and Booker T are now partners, and think about this, Booker T, on his initial appearance, could walk out tonight as the TNA World Champion. While I watched Kurt Angle and Kevin Nash on the ramp, the question that came into my mind, does Booker T, the announcement of him being the mystery partner, does that further drive a wedge between these two, or Don, do they both realize that now more than ever that they need each other? Yes, it's a tag team match in name and name only, because whoever it is of these four who scores the victory, that individual will be leaving Genesis as the TNA World Heavyweight Champ. You know, what you said is so true as I was watching Big Kev try to calm Kurt Angle down. And you know what? I think it's one of those things where even Kevin Nash, seeing the response that Booker T got, seeing that, feeling it, you know what? It makes you a little edgy, it makes you a little man when you realize that somebody else is getting that praise and not you. And you're right, Mike. Maybe that's something that's going to bring those two closer. But right now, we're going to start it off with the two that this whole thing began with, and that's the Olympic gold medalist and the Icon. What an electric moment with the announcement of Booker T as the Icon Sting just bulls Kurt Angle into the corner. Feeling out-processed,
tentative between these two, as you would expect here in the opening minute, as Angle grabs the side headlock as Booker T looks on.
Well, Kurt Angle's going to have to focus in a hurry, because you know Sting and Booker T, they've been planning this for weeks. They are focused. They've got their game plan. Kurt Angle's had no clue, and not to mention the problems he's had with Kevin Nash. And look at that. Hip toss by Sting, and then the arm drag.
Boy, almost with ease, and another arm drag. The 3 quick moves by Sting has, yes, the defending champ totally on the defensive. And the mind games continue here, because you can sense it, Don. You can feel it here that Sting is still taking advantage of this situation. Kurt Angle has been totally taken out of his game.
Oh, and you see Booker T just staring darts at him, and Kurt Angle trying to fight through this as Sting in total control. And look at the beatdown as he just puts Kurt Angle down to the ground, and then the boots to the neck and the chest. And Sting knows right now that he's in total control and has momentum, and Kurt Angle does a smart move. He goes over, look at him just clutching the legs of Big Sexy, trying to get him into the ring to get his composure.
You see there that the tag was made. Angle drops out to the floor, and now I think some questions are going to be answered, Don, about, well, let's talk about ring rust when it comes to Kevin Nash. Been a while since the big man has been here in a TNA ring. Let's see if he's going to be able to turn it up. Let's see if he's going to be able to compete with individuals like a Booker T and Sting.
Well, if there's any way that you can shake off ring rust, it's by size and power, because when you're that big and that strong, just the right power bomb, the right jackknife, anyway, can put it in your favor. He's looking for one little opportunity. One little opportunity to just hold that gold one more time. Just kind of bring that career full circle like you mentioned earlier. That's what Kevin Nash is looking for. And you can see that Kevin Nash didn't let this Booker T situation affect him like it did Kurt Angle. He understood it was going to be somebody, it was going to be a former champion, and he dealt with it a lot better. And look at him, he's actually showing himself very well right now in the ring on stage.
We witnessed the determination on the face of Kevin Nash as he unleashed the offense in the corner. Sting's game plan was pretty obvious. He went to work on the knees of Kevin Nash, and Don, I think we know the statistics. Something like 13 knee surgeries that Kevin Nash has had through the years. Sting tried to direct his offense toward those, but now he's got to deal with Angle.
Well, you and I had the pleasure of talking with Kevin Nash about those knees, and here he comes. Booker T in the ring, and Kurt Angle bails out, and she's just not mentally ready to face Booker T, who is excited to be here at TNA and fresh, and he wants a part of it. And Kurt Angle outside doesn't even want to be anywhere near Booker T right now.
What a special moment that was, just as the tag was put into Booker T, and Booker charged into the ring, and Angle immediately got out of dodge.
Kurt Angle knows, though, he's the world champion. He's going to have to act like it, and he's getting himself in. But one thing we know about the Olympic gold medalist, he's just flat out good. And when he gets that momentum going and he can feel it inside, he can do so many things that so many other people dream of doing. But right now, he's just taken off of his game plan.
And you see that Booker's almost toying with him at this point, getting into his head even further. They locked up, and there you see Booker move into the arm lock, that hammer lock, with a quick reversal of the hammer lock by Angle. Left his head wide open, takes advantage of that, does Booker. First the elbow, then the chop, series of moves, knife edge, right to the chest, and a forearm shot rocks him.
I mean, just one shot after another. I mean, he's just feeling it with every stroke, and Kurt Angle trying to come around. Look at that, Booker T comes right up the rope. Here it is, two.
A patented move that we've seen through the years. Springing off the ropes, leading the flying forearm, gains him the near fall. Scoop and a slam on Angle. Booker puts the boot directly into the chest of the Olympic gold medalist. Continues the offensive onslaught. Gonna take him up, slams him down. Side slam pin.
1, 2,
no.
You know what, Mike? It's going to be interesting to watch everybody's reactions and everybody's actions once this match gets going. Yeah, your tag partners, but like we said, it's really all for one and one for all. Only one person leads this match, a real winner. And you're going to wonder what a partner's going to do when he thinks his partner's either getting pinned or getting the pin. It's just a question that I've been thinking about since this match was put in place.
Nash from outside, from the ring apron, was able to direct his knee into Booker T. It turns the match around, but you also, when you're Kurt Angle, when you're the defending champion, you almost have to think twice when it comes to tagging in your partner. You have to make sure, Don, that the time is exactly right. Side slam, here we go.
2.
No.
Wow, and look at the authority that Nash put him down with that side slam. I mean, you can see the look in Kevin Nash's eyes.
That determination that I talked about,
Man.
I sensed it from the second that he walked into the ring.
And now he brings a tag in to Kurt Angle. And, you know, it's one of those things where you need your partner to help keep you fresh. But yet, you've got to be wary that your partner doesn't finish it off and get the win. Nice suplex right there.
Suplex, float over, pin attempt, near fall. Yes, for the defending champ, Kurt Angle puts his title belt on the line here in a tag team match where whoever scores the pin or gains the submission win will leave Genesis with the gold. As you see, Booker trying to use the emotion here of the crowd at Genesis. Gets back up to a knee, now back up to his feet. Crowd cheering him on as Booker unleashes, trying to fight off Angle. Series of shots, but Angle cuts him right off. Look at those blows.
Well, the longer this... Oh, nice spin kick as he caught Kurt Angle flush in the face. What timing right there by Booker T, and he brings the tag in to Sting, and Kurt Angle wisely knows he was jarred and he gets Nash back in the ring.
Earlier it was Nash unloading on Sting. Sting able to turn it around on Big Kev. Shot for Angle and then decks Nash. There's a stinger splash in the corner. First for Angle. Opposite side of the ring, one for Nash. Running clothesline. Look at Sting on fire.
Think about the history of
Scorpion. Scorpion.
He's got him. Is he going to turn it around? Kevin Nash has been in there. Oh, Kurt Angle though breaks it up wisely.
He not only saved his partner, Don, but at the same time he saves his championship, and then he suplexes Sting for good measure.
Great point. But one thing I've noticed here is that the longer this match goes, while he's in the heat of the battle, Kurt Angle getting his legs again. You can see it. Yeah, he's just been weary and frustrated and off his game. But once he gets in that ring, he's a different man.
You can really sense that confidence rising. There's another side slam. Look at Karen Angle coming down to ringside here as we see Kurt come in, and he just pulled his own partner off the pin. Well, he had to do that to save the title.
And you know that's just going to break down that relationship between him and Nash. And now Nash says, all right, you go in and get him.
Karen Angle has been so confident lately, Don. Kurt just really to the point of being frazzled, trying to find out who the mystery partner is. Quick backbreaker over the knee, and now this time, Nash comes in to push Angle off the pin, but one of those situations where, yeah, it's every man for himself in the tag match.
Well, turnabout's fair play in that situation, yeah. Karen Angle has been so focused on keeping Kurt focused, and Kurt's just not been able to keep it in check. But even she came out, she had a look on her face. Oh, nice German suplex.
Sting missed in the corner. Suplex, and yes, Booker T in to make the save, putting the boot in the back of the head of Angle.
Well, it's a good partner will do. He'll break it up and make sure that Sting doesn't get pinned.
And at the same time, Booker T remains alive in the match. So, yeah, he's doing it to bail out his partner. He might have an ulterior motive as well.
I mean, think about that. Your debut night, you literally could be the world champion. Think about what that can mean.
And Angle firing up now on Sting, wearing him down. Wife Karen cheering on from ringside. Sting looks like he's in trouble here at this point. He's going to have to get it going. You see Booker from outside trying to cheer on his partner.
Well, Kevin Nash still looking on with concern because he can see the grip that he has. As Kurt Angle, but look at Sting. He knows what's at stake. He fights hard, elbow after elbow, but look at Kurt Angle, one shot after another.
Cut him off.
Here he goes.
Attempt at the Olympic slam, but then quickly Sting reverses it in mid-move and drops him down with the DDT.
Nice counter right there, Big. You know what? He's been in that Olympic slam before, and he thought about the next time he got into it, what he would do, and he had it ready, and he caught Kurt Angle off guard. Wow. Both of them now lying flat on their backs in the mat. Who's going to get up first?
Sting and Angle down. Referee puts in the count. Booker T extending the arm into the ring. Trying to get the tag from Sting and does, and now Booker T is legal. Angle looked like he was going to bring Nash in, then thought maybe a little bit differently of it as Booker's going to try and take Nash out. That could be a wise move for Booker. If you take Nash out, send him to the floor, then you only have to deal with Angle.
He can't break up the pin when you've got it. Look at that aggression by Booker T, but he goes right into the boom. Look at that. He catches it, turns it around.
Here we go. Just powered him down to the mat. Decides not to go for the pin. Instead, Booker feeding off the frenzy here of the crowd as Angle, I think, again went back to the Olympic Slam, and there's the spine buster by Booker T.
Man, he just went right into him, Booker T, and look at the look in his eyes. It's some of the most intense eyes in the history of wrestling, and you can see he is getting himself jacked up, and there it goes.
Spinner Roode by Booker T. They're already on their feet and roaring here at Genesis. Measures, doubles him over. Could be the axe kick.
And he hits it, and this is it.
Here we go.
Booker T.
Roll him over and get the pin, get the win, get the title. Nash in to drop the elbow.
Man, and I'm telling you, Kevin Nash, if he was a millionth of a second later, Booker T would have had the win. But Kevin Nash keeps himself alive and his partner Kurt Angle alive.
Nash fighting through the referee, trying to make his way inside the ring. Karen Angle looks on from ringside. The legal men are, yes, Kurt Angle and Booker T, but Nash going to take matters into his own hands here.
Well, yeah, he can sense it. Oh, you can see Booker T spinning
kick.
around. 1, 2.
That time Angle broke it up.
Well, he had to, and he was just in time. Just in time to break it up. Now Kurt Angle trying to get to his feet as Booker T goes right after him. Booker T's feeling it right now, but what a knee to the gut.
Was it to the gut or was it further south?
Yeah, it might have been.
I'm not sure. Look out. Nash has got him up.
Oh!
Jackknife powerbomb on Booker T.
Here comes Sting. Doesn't even give a chance and hits the Scorpion Death Drop right there on Kevin Nash.
And as Sting has got the pin, Karen Angle has got the referee distracted. Wait a minute, AJ Styles springs down. AJ's in the ring. Tomko as well.
What on earth are they doing here? Why are AJ Styles and Tomko in the ring while Karen Angle is distracting the referee? What on earth?
Did you just see Tomko? He just laid out Sting with the clothesline while Karen Angle was distracting Rudy Charles, the ref.
What on earth is going on? Karen! Wait a minute, look up at the ramp! Look at there!
What? Charmel!
Dressed to the nines, man!
Coming down the ramp, making her way to the ring. Oh, what a showdown this is!
Well, she realized what's at stake, and she goes right after her. Look at her, she's got her by the hair, and Karen Angle's in trouble.
Look at the wives!
Cow.
Look at the wives battling it out! Nash is going to go for another jackknife. He's going to take the straps down, and he's going to try and powerbomb Sting. What a wild night this has been. They're fighting outside. There's no referee in there.
And you can see Kurt Angle now getting back in the ring.
AJ just slid the belt in.
What in the world? AJ slid the belt, and he nails that.
He took his own partner out. Kurt Angle just used his World's Heavyweight Championship belt to deal the knockout blow to Kevin Nash. There's the Olympic Slam on Sting.
Oh no, but the referee's still outside in between Charmel and Karen. You can see Kurt grabs the ref, slinks him in. Does he still have enough to get the pin? 1, 2. Kurt Angle retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is still TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle does it. Yes, Kurt Angle remains the champ. And all of a sudden, I think I know what Karen Angle means by taking care of business. How many times have we heard her talk about that?
Look at this. You can see AJ and Tomko pointing to her, and she's grinning. That's what she did. She said she had it under control, and she did. She brought in the tag team champions for their help.
She had not one, but she had two aces up her sleeve. Christian Cage looking on, not very approvingly, but bottom line tonight in Genesis, Kurt Angle remains TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.